Hello, chat. It's me. Thank you very much, Joe. Oh, DJ Goham's in the chat already. Hey-o. Pete Harnety, hello. Chris Restal, Jonathan, hello. Good morning. 6 AM in Calgary. Coffee time. Nice. Thank you, Wayne. Very kind of you. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. The mic is on. Everything should be running. Fingers crossed. Thank you, Grizz. Fitting stairs? Okay, that's impressive stuff. Thank you, everyone. You're turning 44 tomorrow, Sparky. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Simon. Sasquatch, Sonic Thunder. World of Cranks. I love that. That always makes me laugh. Smock Farmers in the chat. Matt Watts. Who else have I missed? Grumpy Grey Farmer. Good afternoon. Awesome stuff. Right, so I guess we'll start with this. Hello, everyone. Birthday stream. This is becoming an annual thing now. I did it last year, didn't I, on my birthday? And there probably won't be any mods, if there are any mods. I don't know if there are going to be any mods. If there are mods later on, there probably won't be a mod review until tomorrow, because my daughters and my wife are taking me. Well, actually, I'm going to my daughters. Apparently, there's birthday cake and celebrations and all kinds of things, so we're going to be doing that later on. So I thought, you know what? Let's jump on and do a birthday stream. That's what we normally do. Awesome stuff. It's not my wedding anniversary. 52 years on this planet is the anniversary of my birth. I thought it was a little bit more interesting than just putting birthday, you know? Anyway. Happy birthday from Sydney. Looking good in purple. I don't know if anyone will remember this. My brother and I were really into our mountain biking years ago. My brother used to actually ride in competitions and stuff, but we used to mountain bike everywhere. And there was Mountain Biking UK was the magazine. That was the big one that we used to buy. And there was a cartoon in there, a character called Mint Sauce. And it was a sheep that rode a mountain bike. And there was an ongoing thing that purple is not a crime. I can't remember why or what, but that's always stuck with us. If ever you see anyone wearing purple with purple anything, purple is not a crime. I've got a really nice pair of purple Adidas trainers as well, which I love. Everyone goes, oh, purple. Nothing wrong with purple. Birthday cake production today, asking for a friend. Well, I do have that kind of all-in-one Acme production. I think I'm missing. Actually, I don't. Oh, sugar. I've got no sugar. Mystic Gaming has become a SealyP Plus member. Oh, so I say that wasn't going to work then. Awesome stuff. Thank you for joining the insanity. Yeah, I thought, you know, I had just a normal one on. I thought I haven't worn this before. Normally I'll go for all sorts of weird and wonderful. I got rid of all my flowery ones. I think I've got 2 new ones that I bought. I was going to wear one of those, but I thought, you know what, let's do this. Happy birthday from Ohio. Thank you for joining us, Dirty Squatch. Who we've got Gary Miller. Who have I missed? Frank Hammond. Hello. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Nina. Thank you very much. Oh, Nina. Massive shout out to Nina. She sent me some birthday presents. One of them I'll be able to show you when I do something later on, but she sent me this. Because you all know how much I like my history. She sent me this. Watford at War. I've started reading it already. It's brilliant. There's loads of stuff. It's between World War I and World War II, then leading into World War II. Stuff about the town that I didn't know, which is awesome. But also what I love is I'm reading something that's referencing places that I know, places I've been, places I've heard of. If not the places still existing, but I know where they are and what, you know, it's very, very cool. So thank you, Nina. That's absolutely awesome. Very, very cool. Purple, the colour of royalty. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but anyway. I mean, it is the colour of royalty. Is it ermine? Is that purple? Is that the bit? I can't remember now. Anyway, I'm well, Matty boy. Thank you very much. Adrian Binsett, hello. I'm not too bad, Adrian. I hope you are well. PsychoMods, thank you very much for joining us. Joyce Williams, good morning from Oklahoma. Cool. William Hick, thank you very much. Jonathan Mabry, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done for the community. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. We just, in all honesty, I don't think often a lot of things we do are conscious of the fact that I'm going to do this for the community. We just do stuff, you know, it happens. And I like that. There's a very organic nature to it. Working with DJ and Cop and Farm Sim Guy and Virtual Farmer and Farm Sim Snowy and Disturbed Simulations, Average Viking, OmaTana, all these guys, whenever we're doing stuff, Yos modding, obviously, Who else? Oh, I'm going to forget someone I know. It just becomes an organic process. We kind of say, let's do this, yeah, live again already, absolutely. Let's do this, let's do that, let's have a go, you know. And it just happens. It just, you know, we just crack on and things just happen. Farm Sim royalty, thank you very much. Thank you, Andrew P. Nice to see you too. Yes. MrSealyp, she's working actually today. Why did you put, please tell me weekend farmers. Someone just put weekend farmers, laugh out loud. Yeah, I know. Don't. Saxling them, yeah, I'm hoping it's going to come to console. I don't see reason why. Mystic Gaming, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. In with the donation. Awesome. You are a legend. You didn't have to, honestly. But it's very kind of you. Thank you very much. That will go towards stuff, you know. Possibly wobble pops since it's my birthday today. Maybe we'll do some wobble pops. Happy birthday, boss. I'll be back in stream soon. Just at the garage with the car. Got to get a brake light sorted. Awesome. We'll hang on. We won't do anything till you're back. Schroff's birthday on Friday. Do a joint birthday stream. Yeah, you know what? I kind of... I said this the other day, I get very anxious about it, and you have to break the back of it. And I think doing a stream a couple of weeks ago and then doing another one, and I did the one on Sunday with MrSealyp, and I thought, well, it's my birthday Wednesday, and I did a birthday stream last year, so I'll do another one today. Because I can get, you know, I can interact with you guys. It's a nice thing to do. I was going to do a load of stuff behind the scenes, which I'm going to do now. Actually, might as well just get cracking on this. And I thought, you know what, why not stream? You know, it makes just more sense to do that. Simon Potts grew up near Saxlingham. Very, very cool. Yeah, so I know a few people have got early access to it. I'm staying away from looking at anyone's videos because I just want to see what it's like. It's supposed to be very, very good. I know that. So I'm looking forward to that massively. My friends discovered Farm Sim earlier this year. Now we have a 9-man server running on OmaTana map with a ton of mods. We're having great fun. Love your content too. Thank you very much, man. That's very, very cool. Awesome. Yeah, Farm Sim Brisket is coming soon, as far as I know. I'm assuming it's coming all platforms. Hello, Dean. Thank you very much. D Lucky says hello to me and chat. Thank you very much. Mr. Bonneville. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for joining us. Jeff, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. You are a star. I will apologise now if I miss anything, because obviously I need to focus on what I'm doing here. So, we are back, of course, on Sunshine Forest, and I'm still doing stuff. Our big cornfield is ready to harvest. Thank you, Cartech. Thank you for joining us. Watching from work, so pop in and say hi. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Pete, that's going to get 2 new tyres for Joey's car. Honestly, when I had to get that one for the van, I'd told that story a while back. When we were coming home from holiday, and I 3 routes to choose from, and I picked one of the routes. I thought, oh, we'll go this way. Driving through a little town, kid rides across in front of me on his bike, just off the curb, straight across in front of me. I swerve to avoid him, bang into the curb. Drive about 100 yards, and I hear bam, 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 flat, 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 and the tyres gone. That was 190 something quid for the tyre, which they didn't have in stock, and I had to wait. The van I had to leave in a side road. I couldn't get it home. And then the company that came out to do it roadside charged me another 90. It adds up, and that was only one. It's like, no way. Oh, I hope I don't have to get many more. Anyway, M and F LeBlanc Gaming. How did you enjoy FarmCon? FarmCon was brilliant. Hello, Luke. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it's the anxiety thing about it doing new things. It's that thing, you know, and it's not always necessarily new things. It's just something you haven't done for a while, you know. If you haven't done it for a long time, and it's coming back to doing it, and it's more about that. I worry about letting people down. It's more about I don't want to set up a stream and get it wrong. You know, it's that thing of are my settings correct? Is everything all right? What happens if there's a problem? What happens if something happens? Can I fix it and do it on the fly? And then it gets in your head, and it becomes this whole big thing of, yeah, but what if I can't? And if I can't, then I shouldn't, and then I don't. You know, it's crazy. Anyway, thank you, Lee. Very kind to say. We got lucky. We know the girl that didn't charge you labour. That's pretty cool. Ghost Malone, thank you very much. Chris S. I have anxiety about using 50 metre wide stuff. D Foley is in the house. Thank you very much for joining us. I'd love to stream, but I think I bore people to death. No, you wouldn't. A lot of the time, it's just kind of being you, but sometimes you have to go a little bit more. I said this before when we did our commentator caster training. They call it caster because you're casting, but I said commentator training in Berlin with Giants for FSL, and the guy said, just be yourselves, but 30% more. So you kind of have to sometimes ham it up a little bit, but I'm like this anyway. You know how I talk when I'm talking about stuff on videos and stuff. It's who I am. Thank you, Pete. Send Joey my love as well. Mike J. Burge? Yeah, Burge, yes, sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys are all absolutely awesome. If we're going to ham it up, we must have a DJ Go Ham in the chat. I'm talking about hamming things up. Thank you very much. Altoona Gaming, thank you. Legend, thank you for joining us. Hello, Waylon. Thank you very much. Right, anyway, let's get cracking. So, since the last episode, what has changed? Well, I have put in a little shed for the cows because it was snowing. The snow was honking down in the last episode. Yes, I know they don't actually technically go into it, but there is a shelter. Makes me feel better. It makes me feel better. Anyway, so I put that in. I switched over. Did I say I switched over my greenhouse? That was doing olives. And I forgot to turn that off. I also forgot to, I said in the last episode about how overpowered the grape greenhouse was that was running. I didn't switch it off, did I? So yeah, that ran quite a lot. I moved some over. I'll show you in a minute. But anyway, and then we're going to grab some equipment and we're going to go and do a silage harvest. I have got another, what's it called? Crop swathing field to do because my oat field is ready. So anyway, thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Dark Soul. Thank you, Andrew Lodge. Holden Man, thank you very much. Stephen Armour, thank you very much. Thank you, Dave. Very kind of you. Happy Life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so in the last episode I said I'd cut myself a gap through the trees. Well, that gap widened, so I've cut myself right the way through here. We've got a load of logs there. We've got a load of logs over here. They all need to be lifted up, stuck on the trailer, and we'll take those and sell them at some point. Sander van Rugian, is that Rugian? Thank you, Luke. I'm putting the music to it in my head. That's very kind of you. Glenn GT UK is in the house. Yeah, so this is on sunflower at the moment, all of it. The other one's still running our red hot chili peppers, garlic and tomatoes. And then what I also did, I bought the eggs that were over there because I had some eggs and I put some eggs into here. I moved some fruit. Oh, that was the thing. OmaTana's apples thing, apple trees mod that I'm using on here got an update. And when I came back on, it was absolute carnage. Thank you, Bucketman Pretty, from one old fart to another old fart. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Solid Soldier. At work right now, I just want to say howdy from Texas. Thank you for joining us. Howdy, howdy. So I've put another 24,000 litres of silage into this. I think I've done another 2 lots. I've been taking the digestate over, which I said I was going to do. I have out of here now got 1 flour pallet, so we have got some flour. Now this unfortunately runs into the same problem I've been talking about with a lot of when you've got productions that are running multiple things and some of those things require some of the things you're producing. If you put them on distributing, it can distribute them out elsewhere. If you put them on storing, it puts them out. If you put them on selling them, it sells them. Now if I want to do cake, which this one does do, I need the flour. But if I put it on distributing, it could send the flour elsewhere, which then becomes a problem. You see where I'm going with this? So, yeah. Am I buffering a lot? I shouldn't be buffering. My, it's... Everything says it's running alright. Oh, stream status says poor. Why is it doing that? That shouldn't be doing that. Ooh. I'm sorry. We had this once before. This worked absolutely perfectly the other day. I need to change my video resolution. Where do I need to change that on? On YouTube, on OBS, I'm never too sure where I'm supposed to change that. Oh, that's going to annoy me. Don't know if I can change it in here. Settings, because it's already streaming, so I don't think I can. Output. Can't pause it. Output mode. This is weird because this was working fine the other day. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not going to let me change it because I've already started streaming. No. Yeah, it set it to the wrong thing. It set it to 4K and it should be on 1440. Oh. This is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was saying. When something like this happens, unfortunately I can't do anything about it. If it's buffering, I'm really, really sorry. It shouldn't be. Smash that like button, people. If you are, sorry, I have to go back to the chat now. Sorry, I was just trying to see if I could get that, work out why that was doing that. Back to our chat. There we go. Minimise that. Sorry about that, guys. A lot of people say it's fine there's end. The grass blurs a lot when you walk. When I was watching, who was I watching the other day? Oh, Daggerwin. He was having the same problem, but his internet, he said his internet's terrible. So yeah. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so anyway, I was talking about this. So if we come over here and we look on the right hand side, we can see we've got a load of pig food, butter, cheese, goat milk, bottled. But if we want to go to here and go down to cake recipe requires, come on. Flour we've got. Oh yeah, sugar. I said we haven't got sugar. Milk bottled, we could do that. Eggs we've got. Butter we're doing. Strawberries we've got. I've got nothing to make sugar with, unfortunately. So I can't do anything about that. So I won't be making a cake for my birthday. That's fine. Someone asked about gifts for my birthday. What have I received? Well, I've received the book from Nina, which is absolutely lovely. Your super chat didn't go through. Oh, that's weird. Did I miss it? Oh, it just hasn't gone through. Oh. That's cool. Thank you to everyone. Thank you. Who's been messaging while I was doing that. 52, you're a youngster yet. Thank you very much. Don't always feel like it. Probably too many trees. I've cut down absolutely monstrous amounts of trees. Anyway, have I ever visited Finland? No. Finland, Norway, some of those that are on my list of places I absolutely want to visit. I in a heartbeat would go there. A birthday mishap. Yeah, probably too many candles. That's probably what it is. Clear in Alabama. Cool. So the issue I had then was over here. So when this changed, the pallets that had apples on looked like that. But then in the update, they changed to this. So the little stack of pallets I had here, they were all over the place because it catapulted them everywhere. But anyway, that's updated. So I thought, hang on a minute, because this does, as well as doing apple juice, we can do grape juice and raisins. And I had a ton of grapes. So as well as doing grape juice on that production over there, I ran grape juice out of this one. And then I ran raisins out of this one. So I got a whole load of stuff. So as long as the ministry staff that are coming like their raisins and like a little bit of grape juice, we're absolutely fine. Inner child never goes away. That's very true. Awesome stuff. I'm glad it seems to be working. I don't know what. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Next time I set up the stream, I'll set it to 1440. Then it shouldn't be a problem. It seems a bit when I'm moving. It's got to be that. The transition on my Elgato. I think it's going 4K to the Elgato, but then Elgato to YouTube. YouTube's expecting 1440 and not 4K. Potentially that could be the issue. Anyway, all that being said, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take... So what I can do, I've got... my oat field is ready to harvest. And with the oat field, that will be done using the crop swathing header at some point. But I'm not going to do that yet. That's not what I'm doing in this particular episode. We are going to be going down and doing the silage harvest. So we could do that, but for the moment we're not. So what I'm going to do is take the tractor and this forage wagon, and we're going to head down, and then we're going to go... that's very funny. Ask Siri what Apple product I could afford to use the apple juice. Yeah, I think it's probably the 4K, because it is going from my PlayStation to through Elgato to OBS at 4K. But then I think it's going from, yeah, it's definitely from Elgato then to YouTube. I think is where the not Elgato, OBS. That's probably what it is. And the problem is, I think it's the same issue that Daggerwin had, and he couldn't change it midstream without stopping the stream. It won't let me change it. So, there we go. General Coombs, thank you very much. So we're going to head down the hill, and then I'm going to lease some equipment. Now the equipment I'm leasing, I think it's an ED123. I could have gone with the forage wagon from Chris S. Riley S, because I know it's an absolute beast with big headers. I'm going to go standard. We're going standard. You're as old as you feel. Yes, I know. That's the problem. Anyway, someone asked me about gifts. So yeah, got the book from Nina, which is lovely, and something else. I got some Hawkstone Lager from Farm Dog. Yes. I don't know how he wraps them. It's very clever. The grapevines we put in the other day with MrSealyp are growing. We're looking good here. Grapevines are doing their thing. Very nice indeed. Real Farmer, thank you very much. The tourist one. Oh, favourite 3 maps and why? No particular order. Oh, that's a tricky one. You might get. See, maps are a difficult one. I have lots of maps I like, maps I've played on, maps I didn't play on and would like to play them. On FS as a whole, or FS25, or, you know, do you mean generally, or... Yeah, that's a really difficult one. One that I haven't played on, and wish I, yeah, Pelagnia, I wish I had. Rottama Island I absolutely loved when I did the map tour on that. Smash that like button, people. Come on, if you're watching, smash the like button. Yeah, so I left this running, and it ran overnight as it well into the next month. We went from January to February. So I've got these pallets out. I took 16 pallets over and put them into the 2 where I'm running grape juice and I'm running raisins. But then here I've still got, if you look bottom right, I've still got grapes, 54,909 litres, 910 and continuing of grapes here. So what I might do, actually, you know what, I'm going to do it now. Let's go into, which door was it? Actually, it'd be easier if I do it from here. Let's go to our open air garden large, go down to our grapes, and we'll put our grapes onto selling. So on the next hour, they will sell. I thought you was old, 52. Thank you very much, Alan. It's very kind of you. Mr. Dex, Attingham Park, brilliant. Oldstream Farm, awesome. Court Farm, awesome. Yeah. Farmer King George, hello. Thank you very much. It's for me. It's my MrSealyp's birthday was in April. It's mine today. Anyway. I don't have 4. Oh, but there we go. Just keep smashing the like button. Just do it anyway. That'd be awesome. FS17 was yeah. We had a conversation the other day when Cavalier Roy was in the chat about he's working on a map at the moment, which I will absolutely be playing on. Oh, there are just so many. That's the thing. Marwell Manor was a great map. I enjoyed playing on that. I've played on a lot, you know, even Lucas Island. I mean, to be fair, I set a lot of that up myself, but Lucas Island was a fun one. It's not always necessarily the map. I've said this before. If you think about the categories of maps, whether you've got a beautiful map that looks exactly like it does in real life, but they aren't always as playable. Sometimes they are, don't get me wrong. That immersion makes a massive, massive difference. Some maps are 100% playable. Not always necessarily the prettiest looking maps, but as far as getting on and playing and that ability to be able to create more from that. So the map gives you the ability to then build on it and do more and make more, and you know, that's huge. That's a really big part of what a lot of people like about certain maps. Then you've got the ones in the middle, which are a mixture of ability to play the game and have fun and expand and change things and landscape, but also really pretty and look nice. And so you've got this whole blend across. It depends what style you like. I've had some awesome Let's Plays that I've thoroughly enjoyed on a map that's fairly standard. So yeah, it depends. There you go. That's cool. Thank you, Lucky Shamrock. Thank you. Happy 50-second trip around the sun. Thank you very much. Thank you about the purple. Hello, Tom. Thank you very much from him and Nico. That's awesome. Drummard Farm. Yeah, Drummard Farm. When I went back to FS17, Drummard Farm is up there as one of my favourite. And again, it's not a massive map. And when I went back on FS17, I had a brilliant time playing it. It was FS17 graphics, but it looked great. I still thought it was brilliant. And that was another one of those maps I just really enjoyed playing. And other people will look at it and go, it's awful, I hate it. And that's fine. That's the beauty of it. Everyone has a different idea of what they like and what they find to be acceptable. I say acceptable, that's the wrong word, isn't it? But you know what I mean? Now, I don't know whether or not. We'll give it a go. Let's put that one to one side. So what I'm going to do now, I probably would have to jump. Oh, West Coast. Yeah, of course. I forgot about that. Virtual Farm Life. You're absolutely right. Did I miss a comment from Marbury? What did that say? When the birthday wobble pop's starting. Well, that's the thing, because we're going to my daughter's later on, and I think one of my other daughters, one of my twins, is driving us. But I'm not 100% certain. She doesn't get in from work till 5:30. Now, like I said, Farm Dog got me some Hawkstone Lager. Now, I'm not a lager drinker, I'm a real ale drinker. But apparently the Hawkstone Lager, I've had the Hawkstone Cider, loved it. And I've told the story about the cider, haven't I? I think I have in the past. But apparently the Hawkstone Lager from the brewery with Caleb Cooper and Jeremy Clarkson and the guys at the brewery, obviously they've invested in it with the apples going and stuff going from the farm. Apparently it's very much like a real ale, like a light IPA, that kind of thing. So somewhere between the two. So I've got some bottles of that I might drink later on. So yeah, but I don't know. I was going to have one out here with me now to celebrate my birthday and do cheers to everybody. And at the moment I've just got, you know, shameless plug, same as usual. I've just got some water. I know last year MrSealyp bought me out she bought me some pizza for lunch and a little birthday cake. She's on a call right over lunchtime, so we probably won't see her till later on, potentially, if she comes out at all. So we will see. Stephen Bouton Jr., thank you very much, from Texas. I'm not going to drink and drive. It's not something I think. I say I did it once years and years ago, and I say I did it. I had 2 pints, and when I was much younger, where I was away on holiday with MrSealyp, we were down at the coast, went to this lovely little pub on the seafront, had a beer, and it was lovely. And I had a second one, and then driving back to where we were staying, I said to her, "I don't feel happy. I don't feel comfortable," and that was only having had 2. I know it's not something I've ever done since then. Sussex Farm Alien Jim, absolutely. 6 Ashes, again, that I would say Drummard Farm, 6 Ashes. The third one's 6 Ashes by GB, that's up there again, just loved it. So anyway, yeah, it's a light IPA, very nice. You hate yeah, I mean that's the thing with real ales as well. Anyway, so what we're going to do, let's go into here. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I just every single time we stream, but that's absolutely fine, because that's the purpose of streaming. We go to our forage harvesters. Yes, there's a whole load to choose from. There's all the base game ones. I'm going to go with one of these by Eid123. Cheapest chips, should be cheap to lease and insure. We're going to go with Continentals. Yeah, why not? Let's go with that on that. Beacon light, yes. Additional weight, a little bit on the back, not much. Warning strips on the back, yes. Silage additive tank, yes. Pipe standard, we're going to do custom pipe, which makes it a little bit longer. License plate, no. Lease that for 6,247. Nice. And then we come out of there and we're going to go to our headers for this. And we have got down here, same pack. That's a good point, actually. What was I looking for the other day? Oh, did I not install them? Anyway, that's a 6 metre. We're going to go with 6 metre to drum extensions. No, let's leave that as it is. Cool. Awesome stuff. Logan Camry, do I have a server? Our Discord server has servers. So, yeah, I suppose technically. Thank you, Jared Breeden. Very kind of you. Neil, I want to start a new map. What is the first one that comes to your mind? Oh, that's again, Pallets is a fantastic map. But if you don't like European maps, I could say play Pallets. You'll go on and absolutely hate it. You might like big open American maps. It all depends. Pithers, not bad at all. New bulb fitted, 15 quid, 10-minute wait. Can't complain. You can't complain with that. That's good. Colby Gaza, thank you very much. Hope you have a good later around your daughter celebrating with the family. I'm looking forward to it. Only downside this time round is that my son and Silly G are both working today. They work in the pub, so they're on shift. They won't be able to join us. And my eldest daughter's boyfriend, John, he's away. So there won't be as many of us, but it'd be nice, yeah. I wish somebody would do an Appalachian map from the Great Smoky Mountains. There was that. Was it Smoky Mountain? Was it called that? What was that map called? It got removed, didn't it? A way back. Was that 19 or was that 22? Smoky. Was it Smoky Mountain logging? What was it called? Something like that. Anyway. Yeah. Friesland map is great. There are loads. Yeah. It's a difficult one. But Pallets is a cracker. It's a really nice map. Anyway, I leased that, didn't I? I've got to be careful. Someone leased too much stuff. So, we're going to tab. Horror of horrors. Let's go the other way. No, 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 no. Where are we? Oh, there we go. We finally got there. Right. So I say, it's an old style one. It's a little bit cheaper. It will still do the job because the field's pretty flat. 6 metre header, not the biggest thing. I say, I could have gone Chris S. Riley. Yes, we could have gone with a 50 metre wide header, but it's just about me. Just like I've been doing lately, just relaxed, a little bit of chill, just enjoying what we're doing. And we're going to this awesome. If you haven't used this and you didn't see the episode where I did this. If you want silage additive, you need to use this. It should be in the description, the details of this mod. I can't remember it was off the top of my head. But well, actually, maybe I can find it. If I go, oh no, no, sorry. It should be in the chat. This, when you placed it, silage additive, cheap as chips. Or there's a pallet. It's £5,000, but 5,000 litres, which is nuts. Because a normal pallet is 2,990 for 60 litres. I bought 2 of those, that would come to over £5,000 for 120 litres. You're getting 5,000 litres for £5,000. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Tennis Saturn. That was it. Thank you, Smart Farmer. You legend. Chilled is the best way to play the game. Yeah, just relax. Relax into it, you'll be fine. Silage additive, yes please. What's that going to cost me? Not very much at all. 138 for 80 litres. I mean, come on. Come on, thank you, Paul. Just keeping a check on the chat, making sure everyone's behaving themselves. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a ton of awesome maps. So you don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do something. Let's go to here. Go to that. Keep smashing that like button, people. Keep smashing the like button. Let's do. You should be able to see some screen. Should you know? No, not Google. What am I doing? the hub of the mods, FS25. Sorry, I'm looking to my right. Let's go on to category. I'm trying to remind myself, because obviously some of them are PC maps. Daheim, I did the map tour on that the other day. Daheim's great, quite small, but a fantastic map. Really did like. What else stood out? The one that bombed and really surprised me, Schamberg Valley from FS 90, wasn't on 22, came back on 25 as Schambergo 2K25. When I did the map tour on that, it bombed. And I was really surprised, because Schamberg Valley on 19 did really well. It's a packed map with loads of stuff on it. Maypole Farm is a great one. Clone Friesland, yeah, it's a great map, I do like that. What else was it that stood out? I do like the Polish maps, I've said that a few times now. They really stand out. Obviously Shpikovo, now I did my map tour, I did a series on Shpikovo, that's a cracking map. Rotterdam Island, that really stood out to me, I like that a lot. Helena we talked about. Moss Valley's a good map, that's a nice one if you like English type maps. Obviously this one, there's Tassie Farm, if you want to have a go at doing peat harvesting and that kind of stuff. What else stood out? Stung or bitten on doing this, that would be just awesome, like on my video at FarmCon. Oh, Agroforest by Setka Simulators, yes, that was another one. If you like Silver Run Forest, but Silver Run Forest better with barges you can use, that was awesome. Very, very good map, like that a lot. What else to do? And this is not saying any of the other ones are terrible at all, not at all. Obviously Alma, I did a series on Alma, that's a good map. Westbridge Hills is always, if you want a bit of nostalgia, that's a cool one. So I say, if you like your big American style type stuff, obviously there's MacDon, if you like that sort of thing. What else? That's European, North American, South American. What we had so far? We had 3 Marius Farm, Rancho Fundo. Rancho Fundo stood out because that was very different. Matapiva was the same, sort of very different style kind of maps. So yeah, I mean it depends. It all depends, as I think everybody has said so far. So let's go back to here. Let's put my chat back up. Let's do that. To there. So I don't know. Missed a load of stuff there, haven't I? Paul, we did Paul's. Lawrence Stoller, Friesland is Dutch. Yep. Tom missed. No, it doesn't. If people have joined the chat now and you're asking questions that have already been asked, that's not a problem at all. Is it Toki Sam? Oddly enough, I had a dream that featured you in your FS escapades. Can't remember that name, but the township was inside massive walls. Oh yeah, yeah. That was was that just called Frontier? No. Why can't I remember that? That was awesome, that map. I think that was one of my viral videos when I did the map tour on that. That went insane. That was a Zero Ito map, wasn't it? Was it Frontier? That was incredible. Yeah, what a map. Lady Hill, yeah, there's a whole load. Yeah, Moss Valley, there's a ton. I haven't looked at the new Farm Sim Briscoe map on purpose. I've stayed away from it. I know it's supposed to be brilliant. I don't want it because it's very easy to watch other people's early access to it, and then it kind of, for me, it spoils it. I like that excitement when a new map comes out, but prepping for a map tour and going around and having those moments of wow and awe and wonder. I like that childish feeling. Childish? Not childish, childlike feeling of that. Franz Stetton was great, yeah. I say, it was Frontier, wasn't it? Oh, anyway. So there we go. Norwegian Farmer, thank you very much. Very kind of you. Stuart Barnum. Thanks, Stuart. I got back into farming soon. I hadn't played since FS15. That's awesome. The more the merrier. Ron Rowley. It's the first video I'm watching on the first day home from hospital. I need my farm sim fix. Well, I hope you're okay. I hope you're well. I hope whatever you're recovering. Thank you, Tonya. Is that Sharalabos? Oh yeah, my save game bombed. It was to do with... hello, J-Bot. Happy 21st, thank you very much. Farmhand Andy is back. Hello, hello, hello. Hydra. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for doing that on the Discord server as well today. The happy birthday bit. That was very, very cool. Let's open it up. Anyway, I'm out. So what I'm going to do is try and hook up to this first. Don't always. It does. We're laughing. There we go. Now we're cooking on gas. There we go. Sides active on. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this done. Yeah, it was to do with... There was a note that came out. Someone had messaged me to tell me, and I forgot all about it. So I was clearing some of the areas, and there was a warning that came out saying that there were posts that had signs on. And if you cut the post down and remove buildings in that area, one of them caused a game crash. But the problem was, it was a catastrophic game crash. It wasn't just the game crashed and I was out of the game and had to reload it. I could not get back into the game save. I lost everything. And I did get told off by all my admins and moderators about I should be using one of my... Oh, hang on. Shameless plug. I should be using one of my own G-Portal servers. Because the G-Portal server saves the stuff as it goes along. Because it's on a separate server system. You can go back in, you can go back to a previous version, and I would have been fine if I'd have used one of those servers and I wasn't using it. That's all me. If you are looking for an affordable server, there is a link in the description. You would get a discount if you use my link as well to play with friends. It doesn't have to be Farming Simulator. They have access to all sorts of other games as well. Their customer service is very good. They're straightforward and easy to set up. There's all sorts of systems and setups to suit your budget, which is absolutely awesome. The guys in my Discord server, my admins and mods and stuff, got any questions, they're usually more than happy to help. I keep offering out their services. They're happy to help, of course they are. And the pump I'm using is from by Tethys Saturn, and it's a silage additive thing. There's a pallet and there's the pump, and it is dirt cheap. It is absolutely brilliant. The game volume is loud, is it? Oh, it's because I was close to it. Sorry, I was way too close. Can I turn the phone sound down? Phone. No way. 8.8 earthquake in southern Russia today, close to Japan. Tsunami warnings issued. Whoa. Okay, let me go on to my Elgato. Yeah, it's quite loud, isn't it? Okay, I brought that up. If I come a little bit further away from it. I'm terrible. MrSealyp was always saying to me, I don't watch a lot of news. I think I'm quiet compared, even when further away. I think you are quiet compared to the game volume. My volume on my mic is right up. I mean, up as high as it can go, and it's normally fine. It's set on here. There's nothing wrong with that. That's really strange. I don't know why that. It's normally absolutely fine. I'll shuffle a little bit closer. Okay. Yeah, I don't watch the news. As I've got older, I stay away from it. I don't. Beyond Now, thanks for giving Scroft a shout a couple of years ago at one of those farm events. I haven't stopped watching him since. He has great talent. He does. He's a very talented young man. Sorry about that. Sorry. But yeah, so I over the years, as I've got older, I used to watch the news religiously. I don't anymore. I know it's easier, even easier now on your phones and stuff. You can get the news on everything. I think the mod is a little bit loud. I think that's probably what it is. But I just find, because newspapers, like everything now, even YouTube, everything now is all it's all about shock value, and everything is supposed to be. You very rarely see nice stuff. I'm not saying you don't see nice stuff. You do. There are some nice stories every now and again. What they refer to as the fluff pieces. You know, those kind of little cheery bits. But it doesn't sell. It doesn't sell papers. It doesn't get viewers. What it does is shocking stuff. You know, shocking statements, clickbaity type stuff. So I just kind of stay away from the news now. So like MrSealyp people say to me, "Oh, did you see what happened today on blah blah?" I'm like, nope. Not at all. I'm very blissfully happy in bouncing between my house and the man cave, playing my games, bouncing back again, watching the YouTube people that I follow on YouTube, and then occasionally catching up on whatever series I might be watching, binge watching at any particular time. The problem is that there's 3 that I've been watching long term, which are onto new series, but I'm on that thing where it's 1 episode a week, and I think all of them are on Fridays, so I kind of catch up over the weekend and then I have to wait an entire week for them. But I started watching on Apple TV. It was Apple TV? I think it was Apple TV. That new series with Owen Wilson about the golfer. A comedy. I have to say, it's very good. I've really enjoyed it. So, what we're going to do here, if I disconnect, and what I would normally do is if I was going to hire a worker, actually let me just see if it'll work on here, because it doesn't always. Okay, it might do. So we can run alongside it. What I was trying to do was get a strip round the outside first, and I can run alongside it while that's working. Please raise the speech volume. The volume on my OBS is maxed out. I don't know why my volume on my mic has been fine every stream I've done. Can everyone hear me all right? Let me know. Can people hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Take care, Simon. That's weird. I haven't had a problem before with my volume. You can hear me just fine. Okay, I don't know then. It's weird. Just, yeah, okay. You might turn your, whatever it is you're listening to, I don't know, up. So it's the mods, okay. I should have gone with the standard one. It's just when that's operating. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go across the field and we're going to go and grab the tractor. And I'm going to put in a couple of new silage clamps, or maybe one. I'll start off with one down where I am here, so we're not having to travel too far. That's the plan. It's fine as long as the equipment isn't running. I won't run any equipment then. I don't know where I'm going at the moment. Let's do that and zoom out. Yep, of course I'm going the wrong way. That's better. Now I can see where I'm going. Gives you some idea as well of the height. Anyway, what was the message? There was a message up a little bit further up. Where are we? What's your plan with FS going forward? Is there anything you are waiting to land, or have you got further tricks up your sleeve? FS Landscaping is redoing Pembertons. Yep, they are. I did have a message the other day about another real world farmer who wants their farm made into a map for Farming Simulator, and I said to contact FS Landscaping because FS Landscaping likes doing that kind of thing. Anyway, what was I saying? What are my plans? Oh, obviously we've got the 3rd DLC coming out, and then we're going to have obviously the expansion. I'm really looking forward to the expansion. That's going to be really cool. They haven't actually shown any more information regarding the expansion to do with the individual fishing. They've shown the fishery stuff, and obviously all us content creators all put out our various different footage with their own spin on it and what we saw and what we liked. But they haven't actually talked about it, because they said you'll be able to fish from the shoreline. We don't know what that's going to entail, so yeah, we'll see. Let's jump in here then. So the trouble is, I know people have said to me before, just go into the settings and turn down the volume in game for vehicles. The problem is, for that one vehicle I then reduce the volume for everything, and then everything else goes quiet while that stays loud. It's a difficult one. Yeah, it's just a case of trying to balance it. I would love for Alien Jim to bring his maps over. Yep, that would be absolutely awesome. Carpathian Countryside, that was another one. When I played that and did my series on that, I loved that map. That was another one. What an absolutely cracking map. Packed with detail, so much on it. Brilliant, brilliant map. With bundles, if fishing expansion Highlands Pass same? No, same thing. Highlands fishing is that's the bundle. That's the expansion. So you get a new map. We get some new JCB equipment. We get a new crop with onions. So there's some new equipment that goes with doing onion planting and harvesting. There's the fisheries. So there's the new fisheries, sort of the hatchling fisheries that are on land, and then we've got the sort of pond net fisheries that go out in the ocean. There are boats, a boat at least. They said boats, but that you can drive. So there's a whole lot of stuff, and that if you've got the season pass, you will get that free. That comes with. Tractor volume seems good. Yeah, it's got to be that, isn't it? I know it's your birthday. We should hold a drink up to Ozzy. Yes, it's his funeral today, isn't it? Did someone else put that in the chat? Further up. Yeah. Yeah, I really hope they fix the sound for the steam train, because that was appalling. I went round that map and I was buzzing, and I was doing my info on the map and talking about it. When I got to the train, I was like, I can't believe this. A steam train, it looks awesome, that's cool. Can we drive it? And it allowed you to get on it. And when you turned it on, what? It's when I'm driving. So when I'm driving, you can't hear me, but the volume of my mic is not linked to the game. Green Bale. Oh yeah, what was that other map I did? Was it Green something Valley? What was the one I did the map? Oh, because we got Straw Harvest. That was what they announced in the State of the Farm stream that Giants did the other day, that the Straw Harvest add-on is coming as well as an addition. But I think they'll probably charge you for that. They should bring Highland or Shetland ponies, Clydesdale horses. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've given us a new animal. They haven't. The thing is with the steam train thing, the steam train looks sort of, yeah. I mean, if you're a steam train enthusiast, if if trains and steam trains are your thing, then I'd imagine yes. If you look at it closely, it probably doesn't match up with a real steam train at all. But from a layperson's point of view, it's different. Lone Oak was a great map. Yep. Cake and candles. What's my favourite cake? Greenwich Valley. That was it. My favourite cake is actually coffee and walnut. I love coffee cake. I think it's absolutely delicious. My daughter, my eldest daughter, bakes, and she's made cakes for people's weddings and birthdays, and she's incredibly good. And some of her cakes, wow. She makes these blondies as well, which just phenomenal. So anyway, build mode, and then I want silos. I'm going to use the same one I used further out, but I'm going to use the big one of those, 12 by 30. I say big one, it's not actually that big. It looked bigger. Did I put a 12 by 30 down last time? If I put it over the back there, the problem with this one, it only goes at 90-degree angles, so it's going to have to sit like that. But I need to be able to drive off the back of it as well. So we'll do that. They have got me a birthday cake as far as I'm aware. Smash that like button, people. As far as I'm aware, there's a birthday cake later on. I know last year MrSealyp bought me the cupcake, but like I say, she's on a call right way through lunchtime. But she might be finishing her call, I'm sure she said it was between 12 and 2. So anytime soon. The Millennial Farmers map, when they did it on... Which one was it? The 22 version was okay. I preferred the 19 version personally. Eclair cakes are very nice. Is that glass, isn't it? Eclair, is that glass a cake or a pastry? Because it's a shoe butt. Is that? I'm not too sure. Anyway, smash that like button, people. Keep smashing it. Make sure we don't fall out the front. 175 people watching, 161 likes. That's awesome. Thank you, Crossdo. I don't know how much it is. We might get all this done. I don't know. Depends how long I decide to keep going. My girlfriend gets cupcakes from someone for every event. Birthdays, Halloween, Christmas, Easter. Joey, thank you very much from Manitoba in Canada. Awesome. I don't know. I'm not. I'm genuinely just asking the question. I don't know. Is it classed as a cake? Oh, Eccles cakes. Although Eccles cakes are weird as well, because that's not even technically a cake, is it? An Eccles cake is, again, that's pastry, isn't it? But it's called an Eccles cake. Isn't that bizarre? Same with Jaffa cakes, but I suppose the bottom of that is a sponge cake of sorts. It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird old world that we live in now. Can I run this? And can we, because we're down a bit of a dip to the side. I did go for the long pipe, so we might get away with it. Actually, we should get away with it, shouldn't we? Let's start that up. No, jump back into the tractor. Let's do that. Still running. Let's hire a worker and see where it goes. Yep, that's definitely loud. Cool, cool, cool. MB Gaming, thank you very much. No, see, we're back to that. It's that debate, isn't it? Is a Jaffa cake a cake or a biscuit? There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. I mean, it's a sponge base to it, so technically a cake. Isn't the rule of thumb that biscuits go soft as they kind of get older? Does that make sense? Get older, whereas cake goes hard. And a Jaffa cake goes hard, whereas a biscuit, I don't know. It's another one of those big dilemmas. Olivier, thank you for joining us. Another 52 years, good grief. The first 52 have been hard enough. It would be lovely, wouldn't it? The Harvesting King, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us. So I did think about whether or not to, because it's quite a big field this, so we might actually silage harvest some of it, and I might leave some and do regular harvest just so we've got some more corn. According to Google, chocolate eclair is a French pastry. There we go. Good old Google. Thank you, Andrew P. Thank you, the Harvesting King. Yeah, so apparently, yeah, MrSealyp said, well, we've sorted you out a cake. It's going to be delivered to my oldest daughters later on, so I don't have a cake here. I must admit, I nearly... Cakes was on ration slips, but biscuits wasn't. Well, the other way, okay, didn't know that. Bravo Johnny, my 3CX blow 2 tyres a day. That's 2 tyres on the same day. Do you drive over something? What are those little things called that ninjas use? Caltrops? Those little sharp spiky things? Is that what they're called? Dale Rogers, happy birthday. I really think I'm the oldest person on FS. We won't know. Kendall Mint Cake, that's an interesting one. Because, yeah, it's weird. It's like an icing type thing. It's, yeah, not technically a cake. Thank you, Andy Bacon. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this birthday stream. Defoley61. I know we had a lot of people once before saying how old they all were. At VFL, did I miss a comment about cotton somewhere further up there? Someone's just put at and they've said I'm not a fan of cotton. I don't know. Thank you, Joyce. Very kind of you to wish me a happy birthday. I'll say it's just night. Where is that going now? It's good. It's good when you think that on FS25, Giants fixed the AI worker problems with the new GPS systems and stuff. Honestly, what? Why has it gone over there? Did I miss a bit on the edge? I don't understand what. Good grief. Apparently so. Apparently so. What's it going to do now? Now it's off again. I don't know where it's going. It's the Forage Harvester Magical Mystery Tour. We'll see. Oh dear. Farmer T, 61, 62 in 2 weeks. It's off. I don't know where it's going. We'll see where it ends up and where it stops in a minute. Hello Wayne Gaylor. Good morning from Colorado. Thank you for gaming from our generation's perspective and happy birthday. Have an awesome day. Thank you very much. I don't know where that's going. Tom's 40 on the 31st of August. I don't know if you will catch up. That's good, I like that. Do you have the bakery nothing bunt cakes? I don't think we do. Woodworkers Creed, thank you very much, from Sweden. Awesome stuff. Yeah, turning off the headlands. I should have done... Well, I did do the headlands, technically. It's just... Has it found another bit that I missed? I don't know where it's... Workers. I can turn the G-portal thing off now. It's been there on there a while. Yeah, it's gone right to the other end. I'm assuming it's going to start from that end because, of course, it would. Why would it start from this end where it was closer to when it could start from the furthest distance possible away? I don't like doing trees, but that isn't really a crop. Technically it is. I mean, well, it depends. If you're doing like plantation forestry, technically it is a crop. It was planted to be harvested. Anything that can be harvested is technically a crop, I suppose. Where are we going? Where are we going? Come on, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not with you. I don't know what's happening. Whoa, this is fun. Oregon Trees, how are you? Good morning. Great to see you too. Great to see you too. Yeah, it's off. It's going somewhere. I don't know. We'll just follow it round for a bit. It can be noisy over there. Come on. What are we going to do? No. Yes. No. Oh. I don't understand. Oh, good grief. It's off again. Oh, dear. Trees is a difficult one. Trees should be conservation, and trees in some areas are. And a lot of companies are going more into the habit, or getting more into the habit of when they're cutting down. See, it depends whether trees are a naturally occurring forest. Obviously, I've said this before, haven't I, that someone had made that comment years ago about if only trees gave us Wi-Fi or gave us the internet, we wouldn't cut them down. All they give us is oxygen. And you stop and you think the logic to that is insane, but it is true. If we got the internet or Wi-Fi from trees, people wouldn't be cutting them down as much, would they? Because they'd be far more important than just giving us oxygen. But no, if trees have been planted to be a plantation, they've been planted to cut down. But a lot of companies now that are cutting them down will plant 3 trees for every tree they cut down, which is important. Very important. Don Pedro is turning 54 in a week's time. Wow. Hoping for cedar trees and bamboo trees. We do have, there's that modded, did we get it on FS25? I thought we had. That garden. Almost like a little garden centre thing. It doesn't do them as a crop out like this, but does them in like a garden centre setting. There was bamboo, wasn't there? Or was it aloe vera? Can't remember. Aloe vera, you're alright. Anyway, sorry. Oh dear. Hope he's not going to get dirt in your dingle dangle. What this does? Big Dazza, thank you very much for joining us. Hello. Mr. Kinglads, is that how you say it? Good afternoon, thank you for joining us. Schultz Modding, hello Schultz, hope you are well. Aloha. Oh, don't say that, Joe, good grief. Yeah, it grows bamboo, aloe vera and a couple of others. Yeah, I'm sure it did. The trouble is, like I said, I've done so many mod reviews, so many map tours on so many different versions of the game, and I'm getting to that point. I say I'm getting to that point. I've been like it a long time. If anyone's been watching me for a long time, you'll know I've been like it for a long time. My memory's awful, and I can't remember. In British Columbia, Canada, there are trees that are 3,500 years old. I know, that's awesome. Oh, I've gone over the back. That's alright. We can almost tidy that up. I'll unload. Cool. Oh, it's a quote from my last video, was it? Oh, did I say that? Oh, honestly. Hydra, honestly, every single time. Every time I stream. I don't doubt they're going to drop mods. I would assume it's going to be, if they are going to drop mods, it's somewhere between, well, usually somewhere after 3 PM. With Giants, it can be anywhere from 3 PM to... Don't encourage him, Nina. Don't encourage him. It makes it worse. I know you do the same thing to me, and it's not funny, people. It's not funny. You all think it's hilarious. It's not. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, today's one of those days. Even if they do drop a load of mods and a couple of maps, I won't be going anywhere near it today. That will have to be... That's a tomorrow problem. Definitely a tomorrow problem. You know what, Nina? I nearly responded then. I saw the comment and then looked across at the name. Hugh Jones, thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you, Hugh. Awesome stuff. It's very kind of you and very generous. I do appreciate that. Do you remember the boy who cried wolf? One day he will be right. Yeah, one day I will be right. One day you will. One day you're going to make a comment like that and I'm going to go, oh, okay, and then go, and there will be 70 odd mods. Farmer Ivan from Croatia, thanks for joining us. The boy did get eaten, didn't he? Or the whole town did, or something. I can't remember. It was bad, though. It was a bad end for the boy who cried wolf. The Harvesting King, you absolute legend. The Harvesting King has just sent 5 gift memberships. How cool is that? So if you've just received a gift membership, they have come from the Harvesting King. Thank you very much, that is absolutely awesome. Joyce, Bucket McPretty, Oregon Trees Gaming, Jamsy Simulation and Big Popper Sims have just received gift memberships. How cool is that? Welcome to the insanity. Welcome to the jungle. No, stop that. Stop that now. I don't mind me a bit of Guns N' Roses, I'm not going to lie. Yes, thank you for the support. Yes, you don't deserve any support, Hydra. Not when you're winding up like that. The boy who cried wolf was eaten by a wolf. A pack of wolves. He was devoured. The pack hath descended. I'm joking. How many mods do I have downloaded altogether? Not as many as you might think. I do have people messaging me all the time saying, I don't know how you do it, how do you do the mod reviews, how do you do the maps you're on, how do you do the map tours. I've used most of my mod space. And someone messaged me the other day saying, I don't understand why Giants won't give us more mod space on console. I honestly don't know why they won't. 8 gig on PS5 is what we've got for mod storage. But I'm nowhere near that. I maybe have used a third of that. Because if I'm doing a mod review, I will download the mods for the mod review, I will do the mod review, and then I'll remove them all. I will only have mods downloaded for the map, for the series I'm playing on, and those are the ones that I will keep. That's it. Thank you, the Harvesting King, that's absolutely awesome. So, yeah, so I don't actually have that many installed. It's only if I do a review on a mod that I really like, and I think actually that's going to make a cracking mod for the Let's Play I'm on, or what I'm doing, or that would be great for storytelling, or be great for whatever it might be. then I'll leave that mod installed, and that's how I kind of gradually build my mod selection. Also, what the? Wow! Also in with the 10 memberships. Also, you absolute star. Thank you so much for that. Wow, that's incredible. If you've just received a gift membership now, they're from Orsa1305. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Take my hat off to you for downloading them all for all the reviews and having to remember which one to remove. Honestly, some days it's an absolute nightmare. And I do have a selection of mods that I really, really like. Also, that's just thank you so much. Thank you. Tom Rowe, bit like Bricktop with his pigs. You know what? There's an interesting story. Again, I don't know if I've told this. I might have done. MrSealyp works in London. She's worked in London for various different companies over the years, and normally at lunch times. Joey, member for 9 months. Silipete Plus, absolutely awesome. Thank you for being a member for 9 months, and thank you to all our channel members. Memberships are available, links in the description if you want to become part of the insanity. Special little customised icons and things like that. Discount are for merch. What else is there? Obviously, you can do link into the Discord. Absolutely awesome. Thank you. You've become a bit of a mod snob. I love that. Biggins and Radix Games. I have to say, Radix Games mods are incredibly detailed. The slot count, megabyte download, normally is up there, but they do look incredible. The level of detail. Generally speaking, most mods now, the quality is brilliant. You do get some that aren't, and some that are a little bit kind of, you know, when you're doing a mod review, it's difficult because you want to show the mods off and you don't want to be negative. And again, like many people have said to me, and I've said many times before, that could be the first mod a person's done. And if the person's having a crack at modding and they really have, you know, done their best, worked their hardest, they're proud as punch, and they put their mod up, I'm no different to anyone. I'm like a movie critic or you know, somebody that reviews something in a newspaper. If I'm doing a mod review, yes, I'm showing people how the mods work, but I am often giving my opinion on the mods as well. Who am I to say that someone's mod, you know, it's a very difficult one to balance, isn't it? Because people say you need to be honest, be brutal. I'm not going to be brutal. You know, like I say, it could be a 10-year-old that spent, you know, hundreds of hours. I don't know. It's a difficult one. Anyway, quality is pretty good. Quality is pretty high. Not always. Is Giants testing bomb-proof, foolproof? No. Should they test more and better? Potentially. I know people do say that a lot. Again, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Shorts modding. I have to be. I play on PC to have all the mods. Kevin R gets to watch me live. Thank you, Kev. Sorry, why did I say Kev? I don't know why I suddenly said that out loud. Kevin, that was incredibly rude of me. I do apologise, Kevin. Thank you for joining us. It's so awesome. Frank, learned so much from your videos. I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching them. Chris says Shorts needs every single 3 metre cultivator. He loves realism. Absolutely. If it's not 3 metre, what's the point? I mean, you know, let's be honest. I am still curious. I honestly don't know. I'm assuming JMZ are going to go through every single Rollmako cultivator and add it into game. And that's not me being. I'm not being snarky or anything. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know if one of them and JMZ work for the company. Maybe, I don't know. It's cool to see them, but you know. Oh yes, the story about Bricktop. Anyway, MrSealyp works in London. He's worked various different companies. So occasionally after work, sometimes at lunchtime, they might pop out for a spot of lunch. You know, sometimes a liquid lunch or whatever. And there was a little pub. What was it called? I can't remember now. I went into London to meet her a few times from work, and I went to various different Christmas do's and parties and quiz nights and stuff. And she took me and she showed me around where she worked. It always amazes me. I couldn't work in London. and we were in London with Farmer Cop before we flew out to FarmCon. We went out for dinner, and she took us to where she works now. It blows my mind. It staggers my mind. It's incredible. Anyway, so they go into this little pub and they're out having a spot of lunch. She goes up to the bar to order a drink. Now, 2 weeks prior to this, she had already been in the same pub, and Ray Winston had been in the pub having a drink. And she sat there, like, she's messaged me and said, I can't believe he's in the pub. Ray Winston's in there. So no, she's at the bar, she's ordering a drink. So there's her at the bar, she's facing the bar, and there's a guy stood next to her, and then the other side of that guy, a guy walks up to the bar to order a drink and starts talking. MrSealyp said, my blood ran cold. She said the voice just immediately terrified me, and it was the guy that plays Bricktop had come in to get a drink, and she said just his voice, she said it was blood chilling. It genuinely was blood chilling, you know, which is incredible, and to play a character that's like that. Apparently in real life he's a lovely, lovely bloke, but yeah, she said it was yeah. So yeah, that's the story. Anyway, where are we? What have I missed? All of Romako. Yeah, possibly. I know we're going to get them all. Whoa, crikey. Thank you, Chad. Shorts modding. I think I have something like 12 gigabytes on my server. I keep that one pretty trimmed down. Wow. That's insane. 12 gig. Any news on any new Zero or Ito maps? I haven't heard anything. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh, hang on. Let's get a bit closer. Get a bit closer. Where's that going now? Has the worker stopped working? I don't know. Goggle Pop! You legend. Goggle Pop in with the 5 gift memberships. That's incredibly cool. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome, you legend. You didn't test the super. Someone said to me the super chat thing wasn't working earlier. I don't know why that's not working. It should be. But anyway, he normally checks the super chat function. But 5 gift memberships. If you've just received one, they have come from Goggle Pop. Thank you so much. That's incredible. What would you say is your all-time favourite mod across all farming sim games you have played? Wow. Crikey, that's a really difficult one. How would I cross all? Oh no, Goggle Pop! Thank you so much. Apparently it is working. He has just tested the system. Thank you, Goggle Pop. You're an absolute star. Thank you. The system is working. Memberships are flying out the door today. Lots of people joining us in the basement, the cellar. A cellar dweller is what you shall become. Where are we going now? Let's miss some bits. Government subsidy signs. I suppose, yeah, when you think about that. Altuna, thank you very much. You're a star. Very generous of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm trying to get this done. At least some of it. I don't want to drive over the crops, but it's leaving little bits here and there, which is so mildly annoying. Where is it going? I'm assuming this one's got an overlap because of the width of the field, maybe? Or is that just to catch that bit? Where is it going? Black sheep modding maps, yeah, that's... Oh, are we now going to start going at a weird angle? Ah, I see. Thank you, Big Dazza. The Lizard MT... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The mod thing's a really difficult one. I honestly wouldn't know where to begin with picking my favourite mod. I'm trying to think of one that I've transferred over and used on sort of every version of the game. Super Chat's not working for me. Can't pay with PayPal, only with... Okay, that's weird. is this doing? Oh. Biker Mouse, thank you very much. Hello Callum from France, awesome. Tom Rowe, thank you very much, Tom. That's very kind of you, cheers. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. Where is the worker going now? Please help me. I need that sign. I need to get that sign made and have that one I held up that said help me. I think I need that permanently. Because MrSealyp was busy on our last live when she was crashing and doing whatever she was doing. I held up that sign saying help me. And then the chat, everyone was spamming the laughing thing. MrSealyp said, why was everyone doing that? So I explained to her what I'd done. Yeah. That's very kind of you, Tom. Thank you so much. Could be a PayPal issue. I don't know. It's really weird, isn't it? Fields of Tyrone. Oh, that'll be quite nice. CSZ pack. That's a cracker. Works really well. I know Smock Farmer's not a big fan of me using anything that's like big bag handlers. If I'm not lifting pallets properly, I'm not doing it properly. So any of those are absolutely up there on my list of favourites, even if it's just to annoy Smog Farmer. I am joking, of course, but those sorts of things work great. I have to say that it's different now, I guess, but on FS, was it 19 when we got that Forage pickup header thing? Wow, that's absolutely fantastic. Is that feet? Is that how you say that? Feet, thank you very much. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. I should be going in and liking these as well, shouldn't I? But I just click on it. There we go. Should have done that on all of them. Sorry about the ones I missed earlier on. No one there. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, the Dirtinator. That's cool, because if you're setting up a storyline, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because that thing of there's only so much you can do, especially on console, when you're setting up a storyline or a map or whatever it might be, and you put all the equipment out and you dirty it up. So this is really cool. And then you go to drive it, and then you'll always get someone in the comments saying, I don't understand, why is it so dirty if it's got 0 hours on it? I can't, on console, I can't adjust hours. I can't make a tractor look dirty and then have 100 hours on it. Unfortunately, I can only give the impression of something. You have to just kind of go with it. Schultz modding? Come on! Thank you very much. The cake fund is going absolutely great guns. Thank you for that. Big up the cake fund. Cake and woggle. What do I think? Woggle. I was saying woggle pops. Wobble pops. Woggles. Who remembers those? Who was in the Cubs? Remember the thing that went around the neckerchief? That was called a woggle, wasn't it? You had different coloured ones. Am I misremembering that? I'm sure that's right. Yoss's yellow flashlight. Yoss's mods, the liftable bales and pallets. I mean, the thing is, any of the mods that I've said this before, any of the mods that make my life easier for doing mod reviews, map tours, that kind of stuff. If a mod does that, if it can really, really make my life so much easier, then they're absolutely up there on my list, you know. So all those sorts of things, anything that runs faster, anything with larger capacities, it doesn't matter if you don't use them in, you know, playing in the base game stuff. So if I'm doing a let's play, I'm not always, I do sometimes use larger capacity stuff or super fast stuff, or, you know, I don't run harvesters at 120 miles an hour. I don't do that. I don't generally run 50 metre wide headers. I don't generally do that. That being said, for map tour and mod review work, they are an absolute godsend. And when any new version of the game comes out and you're doing mod reviews, map tours, and none of those mods are out yet, it's really, really difficult. So when they start coming out and start filtering through, that's an absolute boom. Honestly, yeah, it makes such a big difference. I've had a couple of times on my roleplay series, I'm like, sorry I play on console. I've spent hours to bring up the hours and keep the game same game. It's a difficult one, you know. You don't have 100 hours to just make a tractor have 100 hours to make your game look more realistic. But apparently I do have to do that. That's what people want. How dare you just put some mud on that tractor and pretend it's old? Drive it around for 100 hours, please. I don't know. It's a funny old world, isn't it? The farm sim world. I was going to get some hats on my merch store. You know the old. I'm not advocating Donald Trump in any way, shape, or form. I don't do politics. I'm not getting involved in that. But the MAGA hats, Make America Great Again. I was going to get some, just as a joke thing on my website. MFGA. So Make Farm Sim Great Again. I know Farm Sim would be FS, but MFGA. Same sort of style, but Make Farm Sim Great Again. I thought it'd be quite funny, but then I decided not to because I wasn't sure how people would take it. Then, you know, it's always a risk, isn't it? Oh, sorry, no. How are we going? I hope everyone's well. If I haven't said that, so many people have been wishing me well on my birthday. That's lovely. Thank you very much. I'm nothing if not a content creator. I love the adoration. No, that's not me. It's awkward. I find it kind of... No, it's not. It's lovely. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely awesome. I barely want to wear unrelated red hats anymore. They have a stigma. Oh, back round for the trees. We're going up and down now. So we literally got two. I didn't adjust the actual headlands. We're just sticking with two. That's fine. At least I know now where we're going. That's cool. Now we're getting somewhere. Cool. I don't know how far. I don't know how giants would feel about it. Whether they'd be angry. I suppose I wouldn't use their logo. It would be quite amusing, I thought. The Vicon Fast Baler. Oh yeah, and the ultimate mowing and baling pack. That was another one. Wow. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be crazy stuff. It doesn't have to be bonkers stuff. We have had some absolutely phenomenal mod packs. I love the old Massey Ferguson mod packs. Was that Peter J? Was it Peter J? Who else did them? Am I misremembering? I'm sure it was Peter J, wasn't it? We had some awesome tractor packs. I like the older tractors and stuff like that. He rants again. That'd be quite funny. Hello, Lisa. We've been waiting for you. I hope you're well. We were all in the chat just saying, "Where's Lisa? She hasn't turned up yet." And she's here, so we're all right now. Everyone, relax. Lisa's here. Hope you're well. Yeah, I hope everyone's well. Answers percentage today? Let me know. I reckon I'm a 95 today. Heading towards 100. Oh, we pulled it. It was Peter J, wasn't it? Yes, Cavalier Roy's in the chat. Hello, Cavalier. Did I miss you earlier? Sorry. Cavalier Roy's in the chat. Hello, Cavalier Roy. Awesome, legend. Yeah, Peter J stuff was always pretty good. So yeah, it doesn't have to be bonkers crazy. It doesn't have to be massive capacities or wide headers or anything like that. We have had just some phenomenal mods. You know, it's swing it around. Don't want to have to drive alongside the crop, but I'm going to have to. Oh no, we should be alright. Should be able to thread the needle, so to speak. Yeah, people asked me about gifts, weren't they? And I got sidetracked again. Me? Sidetracked? At my age? Never. Outrageous behaviour. Oh, cool. I always panic because the chat goes quite fast. If I'm paying attention to what I'm doing here, I miss people joining or saying goodbye and stuff, so apologies. Yes, I know. So I said about. I must have started that conversation 4 times. I said about Nina buying me the book, and I showed the book, didn't I? Anyway, yes. another story. I think I've probably told the story before, but I don't know if I have. What's everyone's feelings on Crocs? The Croc situation. How does everyone feel about Crocs? I've had Crocs for years now. I love them. I find them very, very comfortable. And I had one pair that I had for a couple of years, and then Silage bought me a pair for Christmas because I was out in the man cave. Not this Christmas, like 2 years ago, and they had like a fur lining. Cool animal, silly shoe. And so she bought me a pair for Christmas 2 years ago. They had a lining, and I wore them. And you get these things. I have to be careful because the family makes a joke about what they're called. The little things that clip onto them. You can get all these gibbets. They're called gibbets or something like that. Anyway, Crocs should be banned. Oops. Okay. Well, anyway, that being said, I find them really comfortable. So I had those for a couple of years. So MrSealyp bought me a new pair of Crocs, and they're Batman Crocs. I'm a big Batman fan, and she bought me Batman Crocs. I opened them this morning, and I said, "Oh yeah," I said, "Farm Dog got me some Hawkstone Lager." I started and then got sidetracked. So yeah, she got me these Batman Crocs. So I opened them. Oh, that's cool. They're Batman Crocs. And MrSealyp said, "They're not just Batman Crocs. Have a look at them. They're Batmobile Batman Crocs." So they've got like the lights and stuff on the front and the little jet end. Honestly, they're so cool. I love them. But she also got me a pair of DC trainers, and that harks back to me being a youngster when I was an air cadet. Before I became an instructor with the air cadets, when I was actually an air cadet, a lot of us, when I say a lot of us, used to go skateboarding. My brother, all of our friends were all big skateboarding guys. All loved their skateboarding. So of course everyone was wearing all the skateboarding gear, paraphernalia, Santa Cruz t-shirts, and you name it. It was all skateboarding stuff. But the funny part of this story is I couldn't skateboard. I tried and I was awful at it. So out of all of our friends who all skateboarded, I couldn't. I was terrible at it. So whenever we went anywhere, and we would go to skateboard parks and skate shops, and we'd go up to St Albans on the Abbey Flyer train, where there was a skateboard shop there and a skate park in St Albans, we'd go there. I had all the gear. I wore my DC trainers, I had my Santa Cruz, all the stuff, but I just didn't skateboard. So I would walk along, and they'd all be skateboarding around me, doing all their tricks and stuff like that. Goggle Pop, welcome to Silly Plus. Thank you. Awesome. Take care, Wayland. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe. Yeah, you flap the strap down for all-wheel drive. Actually, can I don't know if I should do this. I don't know how people are going to react, but so I've got them on. Look. Look at that. Some bits are gloss, some bits are matte. They've got lights on the front, they've got the jet bit on it. Look. And then if you put it in four-wheel drive mode, on the side here, put it on there, it's got the wing on the back. Honestly, they are the funniest thing. And look, on the front, there. But not only that, MrSealyp said, well, you've got to have a bat signal, haven't you? So the bat signal flashes when you walk. I'm not proud. I don't care. Barris! Happy 25th. I wish it was the 25th. Thank you, Barris. Oh, you absolute star. Thank you for your generosity. It's very kind of you, Barris. We were chatting earlier. We just had a conversation earlier. Thank you very much. What do you mean, good grief? Don't be rude. I love them. I think they're absolutely brilliant. I'm not ashamed. So there we go. I would walk down Market Street wearing these. I honestly don't care. I mean, to be fair. Would I? Actually, I don't know if I would. Maybe. Potentially. Ah, dear. And we could, I suppose. I like them. Yeah. Quick to the Silly Peep cave, the man cave. Actually, the way the trees are around me, on my neighbours either side, and we've got this ivy growing everywhere. You remember my debacle when I was cutting all the ivy back and I cut through my cable, my internet cable? It's honestly, it is like going out to the Bat Cave. Like when he had the secret entrance with all the stuff hanging down, he drove through, he had the waterfall and that kind of, it's like that. I love them. I love them. Sealy G's birthday card for me was Crocs on the front. Well, it was. I've reached an age now where I'm wearing Crocs. No, I'm not. The card said, "You've probably reached an age now where you think Crocs and socks is a great fashion combination." I don't wear socks in my Crocs. At least not that I'm telling anyone. Would that be comfortable? Probably. Anyway, you could water ski with those. It'd be quite cool. They're like Batmobile, BatWing, Batboat. I don't know. Mr. Shannon Harris. Oh, you're responding to it. Cool. At least I'm not wearing Birkenstock. No, that seems to be the thing. My daughters and I think MrSealyp, they've all got Birkenstocks. Is that one of the latest things? Is that a trend? I don't know. I don't keep up with these things. I'm so far behind on what's cool and what's not. I discovered when I was an air cadet, we used to wear check shirts, jeans, and that was it. And it just became a thing. And my whole life I've worn shirts or polo shirts, sometimes too, and jeans, cargo shorts, cargo pants. That's it. that is it, really. Archie, thank you very much. You should only wear socks with sandals. Don't even get me started. My dad used to do that. Oh, he used to wear sandals all the time. These Jesus creepers. He loved them. And yeah, if we were going out anywhere, especially in the summer, if we went on a holiday, sometimes we'd go on holiday with my parents, with the kids and stuff like that, and he would wear socks with his sandals. I don't know if that's too far. By the way, FS25 related, the fact that the new AI allows us to actually use forage harvesters well is the best change in the game. It does work well. Thank you, Archie. Just say thank you, Archie. Thank you, James, for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Lisa. Patrick Cummins, thank you very much. Nice way to celebrate. Yeah, I think it's become... Yeah, I did it last year on my birthday. Did a birthday stream. I think last year I was talking about they were taking me out to my favourite Thai restaurant last year, weren't we? Yes, we went to Mr. Ting's. Yeah, it keeps missing bits on the end. I'll have to tidy those up. Alright, hang on. Whoa. Oh, Barris, thank you very much for becoming a member. Sealyp Plus. So you were a Sealyp and now you're Plus. As I always say, just like before, but a little bit more. Thanks for joining the chaos, the insanity. Jamsy, happy birthday to the FS Goat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Got to move my cursor. There we go. What time is it? I've completely lost track. 20 to 3. We've only been going 2 hours already. This is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. Well, I suppose it would do, wouldn't it? It's forage wagoning, isn't it? It does that. It takes a while. John Maloney, thank you very much. I have to say, that mod that came out the other day that had that attachment on the auger wagon that allowed you to run it using the AI, using the GPS system, so you could bring it alongside and almost sync up to the harvester. I thought that was very, very cool. That was a cool mod. I know we kind of got off the topic of mods and stuff, but that was pretty cool. Now, I do need to check something, because normally by now... Let me just... Sorry, I'm just checking something on the old telephone. on my telephone. You know what I was saying when we did the live stream the other day, and I said about Dust Bunny, who sent birthday wishes. She would sing happy birthday. I've just gone to my phone. I've got a voice message from her. I'm assuming it's that, which would be absolutely awesome. Barrett, no way! You can't be serious. Barris has just sent 50 gift memberships. What the? Barris, what? That's insane. Thank you so much, man. I hope. Oh, please don't leave yourself short. I don't. If you're one of the 50 people that's just received a gift membership, that's insane. Wow. Barris has been there for donkey's years. You've heard me talk about Barris a lot. When we did that series, Barris member for 10 months. It's your birthday. There is no insane today. There is. Thank you so much, man. Honestly, that's just incredible. Wow, I'm blown away by that. Yeah, when we did, and I will forget the name of the island again. Barris will remember. When we did that island series back on FS 17? 17 or 19? 17, wasn't it? And we had the home for abandoned tractors, the small tractors. No, don't worry, Cavalier Roy. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It was Barris was the first person to suggest doing subscriber contracts. He asked me, could I do some contract work for him? And I did it on that island, on that map. Biggins, did I miss you? The modder that is Biggins is in the chat, people. That did that big all production mod that came out the other day. I mean, it's done loads of mods, but the production that came out the other day that I reviewed. Yeah, Barris was the person that started that all off. He's been with me for. It wasn't Spectacle. He would remember. He would remember. Can we pin Barris? What do you mean? Stick a pin in him, or do I pin that message? Can I pin that message? I can pin that message. Report. Oh no, I can't. Add as moderator report. No, it's not letting me do that. How do I pin? I don't know how I pin Barris. It's like pin the tail on the Barris, that kind of thing. I can't. 50 memberships. What the? That's nuts. Yeah, but he is. Yeah. And he's been one of those people. I mean, there are a lot of you that are the same, and that's why I love this community, love you guys to bits, and I genuinely mean that. The amount of you out there that will message me daily, weekly, might be monthly. I'll get direct messages. You know, he's one of those guys that's always been there to ask me if I'm alright. He asks about the family. I've bounced ideas off of him. So a lot of you are the same. You know, Nina's another one. The Goggle Pot, loads of you. Pete and, you know, Hydra, there are so many of you that have been there as a sounding board, have been there for as people for me to vent to, for if I'm struggling or I've had problems or my back's gone or whatever it might be. Barris is another one of those ones. He's been there for a long time. Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, man. Okay, Lisa, is there something going on with you and Biggins we need to know about? Morning, Mr. Big? Or is there someone called Mr. Big in the chat that I've missed? Mr. Big? No, it wasn't Rathling Island. What was it called? That's going to do my head in. You started the update to the dairy last night. Cool. Okay. Butch Cassidy. The real Butch Cassidy. That is so cool. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's going to bug me. What was that map called? It never ever came back again, if I recall correctly. And it was tiny little map. And the thing is, I can remember it exactly. It's yeah. What Mickford UK? CP, you mean lots of fun to meet people are just people are just trying to show their support. Honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. That is so cool. We are there for you as you've been there for us, so many of us. I personally owe you more than you will ever know. Thank you so much. Mr. Biggins is the one you were saying hello to. Okay. Golden Days of Farming, was that it? Yes. Thank you, Barris. Golden Days of Farming, that map. Oh man, that started all that. Upper Lusatia was a cracker as well. I enjoyed that. Did I finish 17 and go into 19 on Lusatia? I did, didn't I? And I finished 19 into 22 on Italia Demo. Thank you, Nina. It's very kind of you to say. We had this conversation the other day when I was saying about FSG and a lot of us guys when we were at Lama and FarmCon. FarmCon's got mad. I mean, FarmCon this year, I was stopped by so many people. Bearing in mind we're in Austria, but it's crazy that so many people are travelling now, and people more internationally know you as well. But Lama was the one that just, oh man, to meet so many people face to face and have those one-to-one interactions, and to get some real deeper understanding of what a difference you can make, you know? Yeah. Sorry, I was going to get upset then. Just thinking about my dad. If you are a new member, as Gogglebox put in the chat, you get 10% off merch. So it's put a link there to the merch shop as well. You guys are awesome, honestly. What a fantastic group of people. I am just incredibly proud and lucky and honoured to be part of such a great group of people. I'd like to see you on the new UK map if it goes to console. Oh, the new one from Farm Sim Briscoe. Switch Cave, thank you very much. Yeah, I must admit, let's say, I've heard about it. That's going to be one of those ones. It's funny how you get mods maps get released, and you'll do a map tour, and they do okay. You know, as the map tour goes, they do okay. You can always tell the maps that people have been waiting for, because you do a map tour, and the map tours go bonkers. The views go nuts, because there's obviously a list of there's obviously a set of maps that people are just waiting for. You know. Huckleberry Taz, did I miss you earlier? Thanks for joining us. I love as well seeing so many familiar names that I either know from direct messages or chats or previous live streams, people I've interacted with either in person at Lama or online, or you know, whichever way. Anyway, Lisa's got to go. Happy birthday again. Hope you have an amazing day. Thank you very much, Lisa. We might as well stop now. Everyone, if Lisa's going, there's not really much point carrying on, is there? Have a great day, Lisa. Whatever you're doing, take care. Thank you for joining us. Very, very kind of you. So I have another big silage clamp down here. So I think the silage, we might just end up just selling it. Just selling an absolute ton of the stuff. We're not going to make mega money on it. That's why I kind of try and look for things you can do with silage. What can I make with it? Are there other things you can do with it? Now, do I want to... Will this go to a complete... flat top. The farm sim community is great. It can be great. It's not always. It can be. It depends. I'm very lucky. I feel very, you know, it's interesting outside kind of day to day. We were talking about this at FarmCon. I was talking with Farmer Cop and FSG and DJ and all the guys, you know, Yoss, and we were all sitting around and everyone was chatting, and the guys were saying, like, they'll post videos on whatever it might be, the latest Giants, whatever they've put out, could be a map tour, could be mod reviews. And they said, generally speaking, the videos will do alright, comments will be okay. They said they often will look at mine, they don't understand why often the comments are so terrible on mine. I get absolutely hammered. I don't know if it's just because I play on console, whatever it is, I don't know. But like Cop said, it's I'll often watch one of your videos, I'll look at the comments and I feel terrible looking at the comments you're getting, because he said I just don't seem to get that. Maybe it's just me, maybe just people don't necessarily warm to me as much as I'd like, but anyway. Oh dear. Anyway, Cavalier, Llama is awesome, meeting so many people and sometimes putting a face to the voice. It is, yeah. Hello Adam, thank you for joining us. It is very, very cool. It's always a difficult one for me as well, because people will come up and they'll say their name. They'll say, oh hi, you know, and you've got to remember as well how many subscribers I have. And subscribers aren't the same as viewers. You know, your regular viewers are your regular viewers. I've got a lot of people that I talk to regularly, that message me regularly, will comment regularly, and I know the names. Some people's I don't. Or the person will say hello and they'll tell me their first name, which is fine, but they don't tell me what their online name is. So I don't put two and two together. It's really difficult. And the guy at he did FarmCon. No, he did Llama the last 2 years. Was it FarmCon? Not this year, but last year. And we had a fantastic conversation, as we always do at Llama. And he does welding and stuff. And he said about teaching me to weld. I said one thing. I think one of my videos said I always wanted to learn to weld. And he said to me, look, we'll organise it. Come down to my place. I'll teach you how to weld. You can make some videos if you want while you're there. And I said that would be absolutely awesome. But I can't remember what his name was. I want to say Rob. Was it Rob? Well, I'm so sorry. And it's that thing of, I don't know if his online name's different to how he introduced himself at. He won a load of stuff. We did a giveaway thing at the meet and greet at Llama this year. Did he win the big prize? I think he might have won the main prize that Giants provided. Anyway, yeah. Unwind and relax your mental health. Thank you very much for the birthday greetings. And that's a very good thing to say. Well, your tag name. Yes, your mental health. Like I said, my percentage is going up today. But if you're struggling, there's always people to talk to, reach out. And I think that we said this before, it's how a lot of these online communities doing this really, really helps. Even if I'm not commenting or responding to comments on my videos, people are chatting, there's a discussion going on, like there is now. People are interacting with each other from all over the world. And it might be that you're on your own most of the time. So something like this, whilst it's not face to face, is an interaction and you can have conversations, and that's awesome. That in the days we live in now with this, you know, online thing, you know, that we are all part of, the world is a much smaller place. You can't beat a one-to-one interaction, but for some people this is a lifeline. This is the only way they can communicate with people, and that's great. Eric, your mod reviews are tremendous, always a must watch for me. I appreciate all your hard work, can't imagine the time it takes to set them up. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's all I ask for, is a bit of understanding sometimes. Sometimes it's difficult. I still need to do that. I'll have to talk to FSG and work out, because obviously I've got my camera that's pointing at me straight down the old eyeballs. That's what I have for streaming. And when I did that video on the farm stick, I moved the camera so you could see the farm stick. Did I have an extra camera? I can't remember now. But when I was talking to FSG and Argsy Gaming and Virtual Farmer and Farmer Cop at... what event was it? Excuse me. One of the events, anyway. And they were asking me about my recording and editing and do I still do most of it on PlayStation? I said yes. And FSG said, you know what, you should make a video or some videos on you doing that. Whether it's editing a video or whether it's you setting up for a mod review, you should make a video on that from the perspective of behind you, like someone looking over your shoulder. He said, I would be amazed and intrigued to see how you go about doing it. It's a bit of work, and no mistake, it's a bit, well, the comments are coming in thick and fast. People are writing paragraphs, I can't keep up. Almost thankful for COVID for creating such a good community. A lot of friendships stem from that craziness. That is incredibly true, it is. People became very insular. They were shut off from the world, and it did make a massive difference. Hello, Ghost. Good afternoon, Mr. Pete. Always a pleasure to catch you live. Thank you for joining us. Now, is that supposed to be Metallic MR? Mr. Tallica streamer. Happy birthday this week. Has been great. Got a DJ live stream yesterday and you today. Hope you have a great day. Love your content. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I wish Farming Simulator 25 DLC coming out in November. It would have difficult birds like turkeys, ducks and geese. It all comes down to giants, what they want to put in really. Adrian, but good to sleep. 12 AM in Tasmania, Australia. Thank you for your support since my wife passed away 2 years. I'm sorry, Adrian. Did we ever come? I'm trying to think now. Hey, anything I can do to help, if it's just posting videos for you to watch, if it's my voice, whatever it is that helps, I'm glad it helps. Hey, every little bit helps with everybody. I like that. Awesome. Take care, Adrian. It's Jason Statham is calling us. How are you aware of that being a thing? Has someone talked about that before, Gogglebop? Because all of us refer to him as Jason Statham. When we're all together, the jokes fly thick and fast. He is an awesome guy. He honestly is absolutely fantastic. I love him I love them all to bits. They are all such great friends, and I'm very lucky that a lot of the people I talk to, not all of them, but a lot of people I've got to meet in person, and they are just as cool in person. I honestly, they are among some of my best friends ever. There's no side to them. They're just great people to be around. They're friendly, they're kind, they're generous with their time, with their ideas, they're just, I don't know, it's just awesome. It's awesome to be part of. Anyway. Andrew Lee, better late never, happy birthday. Hey, don't worry about it. People that mean on the internet are just jealous. They are sad people that blames everyone for their failures. Potentially, I don't like to get involved in all of that, but Gogglebop, Smock Farmer, thanks man, you guys helped so much to build it all up. You guys, as far as the Discord goes and all of this, the guys that set up my Discord, the guys that manage it regularly, the guys that do what they're doing now when I'm streaming, that are managing, putting stuff in as things either to be pinned or links for you to follow, and they're the guys. They do all the and it is all the background work. And I'll say it again, I think you guys are fantastic. Yeah, it's interesting. When we first did our first few events, and like I said, when I did class FarmCon, there was only a couple content creators there, a couple of Germans, a couple of English guys, and that was it. And then I didn't go to Mannheim. I didn't do the John Deere event. The John Deere event suddenly leapt up a notch, and they did that televised thing, and they had all those people sat on the couch, and I didn't go. Virtual Farmer had COVID, and we were watching remotely, and we were both like, I can't believe it. The one we don't attend, and they do a sofa Q&A session, and we didn't get to be on it. But when you get to meet all those people for the first time, you don't know how they're going to be. You don't know what they're going to be like. I think when I watched Adam Savage on Tested, on the Tested channel, he refers to it as gatekeeping. A lot of people that are creators, not content creators necessarily, but a lot of content creators can do it, they gatekeep. So they don't want to share their ideas, they don't want to share their methods, they don't want to share what they do, because they don't want people to steal it. They don't want people to take their ideas, or there's always a risk that somebody will do it better than you do, But when I met them all for the first time, and we see each other more regularly now, I suppose regularly, once every 6 months, I guess now, Llama and FarmCon, there's none of that at all. None of it. FS Farmer, good afternoon, happy birthday. Thank you very much. Daisy Garland, sorry you're late. You're not late, don't worry, we've just got started. Cough, 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 cough. Right. Oh, okay. I'm not pushing people to put stuff in the chat, but they are. The guys, it's all going in there. Merch links, Discord link, Gportal link for the Gportal server. Let's put that back up again. If you're interested in affordable, useful, helpful, easy to set up server with great customer support, Gportal are definitely the way to go. Absolutely. And the link has just gone up. I don't do it. I should be doing it more often when I'm streaming. We are at 3 o'clock. What time to start? 1. We're going 2 hours. which was what I initially intended to do. I'm not sure what time we're supposed to be going to my daughter's. Like I say, one of my twins that's supposed to be driving us doesn't finish till 5. I'm not streaming till 5, but that's what I'm going to do in a second. How much of the field we done? We haven't even done half of it yet. Good gracious me. Shit. On the Discord server, we have got multiplayer servers running from G-Portal. Hydra is the guy. I'm not just Hydra, but Hydra is the guy. And he's set up on... Is it on the first one? Did you say the first channel? There's a hardcore challenge he's put on there. He sent me the information. So I don't know if you fancy a hardcore challenge, but this is it. Wowzers. Honestly, it is insane. If you feel like a hardcore challenge on a multiplayer server, jump onto the Discord to have a look at the information to join the server. It's nuts. Streaming until 5? I know I'm not. I can't. I have to get jet. Hello, Cher. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Let me just check something. Let me just check something. What do I want? What do I want? What am I doing? What am I checking? This is my life from 3 PM onwards every single day. Just checking the mod hub, just see in case anything's dropped. I'm sure Hydra will let me know if anything does drop. Hydra or Nina, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll let me know if mods drop, but I'd like to say I won't have time to do it. Anyway. Joe Wolf. Are you off, Joe? Or are you just saying it's been a good chat as always? Who we got? Bobby Drake. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will enjoy it as best as I can. John Lou. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Stream until 4. Help me get through a boring work day. FS Club? Nothing dropped yet. Fantastic. FS Club's in the chat. Thanks for joining us, man. Super cool. No mods today, apparently. Really? Oh, okay. If there aren't, that'd be awesome. Thank you, Cher. You're a star. That's incredibly kind of you, Cher. Thank you very much. Another legend. I wasn't trying to get rid of you, Joe, honestly. I can't believe it. I don't know why I'm so... I can't believe FS Club's in one of the streams. That's so cool. You know, it's always a difficult one, and one that it has popped in, well, I mean, once in a blue moon. But it's difficult because he's a real world cop. Farmer Cop is an actual serving police officer. I know people don't believe that, but it's true, he is. I nearly said something really weird then. But thank you, get yourself a wobble. I'll go ahead and mention no mods today. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that takes the pressure off a little bit then. I haven't got to panic now. MrSealyp will be telling me off. Whenever we go somewhere, we do something, I'll say, look, you know, I'm not going to worry about the mods. We're doing this, we're doing that, whatever it might be. And then I'll keep checking my phone. And she'll say to me, you stop checking. You said you weren't, but I can't help it. Can't help it. Germany does let people off work for basically everything. Might as well add MrSealyp's birthday to this. Is that why they're not damn put mods up? The German office is off on holiday because it's my birthday. I didn't realise it was a German national holiday. That's pretty cool. FS Club, anytime. Look to my Facebook feed. It was like, can't miss MrSealyp stream. Teenagers, I know. Oh! Mine are all a little bit older now, so... I mean, it doesn't change. It's just different. I've said that many times before. Same with like when I had the twins. And so, who was it spoke to me? Oh, a Virtual Farmer. Virtual Farmer's got twins as well. Now my twins are now 26. And Virtual Farmer said to me, you know, does it get any easier? And I said, it doesn't get easier. The problems are just different. As they grow up, you know, yeah. Just kids generally, not just twins, but it doesn't get easier. It just the problems are different that you have to deal with and sort out and help out with. And you, for a while, you become a taxi driver, and you do that up until they learn to drive themselves, and then they can drive themselves, but then you worry about them driving, so that doesn't stop. You never stop worrying. Again, regardless how old they are. 12 and 13, wow. My brother and I are 17 months apart, and whenever we're together people hate it, because we bounce off each other a lot, and I love spending time with my brother. He's, other than my wife, one of my best friends in the world, my brother. Yeah, I miss him. I don't see him as often as I'd like to. It's a difficult one, but yeah, it doesn't get easier. The problems just change. That's all it is, and that's like I say, that's the same with kids generally. That's not just the twin thing. That's just kids. You know what I haven't done? I haven't done drink in a while. Probably should do. I suddenly thought my mouth's getting a bit dry. So I'm just putting my cup down. Smash that like button, people. Come on. Pete said that there's not enough likes. There's not enough likes to views. Smash that like button, as Silage used to say. Smash that like button, my dudes. Actually, you know what? I should check as well. While I'm here. Sorry, I'll get back to this in just a second. While I'm here, let me just go on to there and there. And let's go to that. And... ah, there we go. Brilliant stuff. I got a message from DJ. You got lucky. No mods on your birthday. Much love, brother. Happy birthday. Thank you, DJ. You're an absolute star. He was in the chat right at the very start. I did get lucky. No mods today. Phew. And yes, I did say phew. That's one of my daughters. Whenever we used to go phew, she used to say phew. She was convinced it was phew. For years she would say it. Not quite sure why. It just became a thing. Anyway. Thank you, FS Club. Timberwolf logging. Happy birthday, Mr. P. Tomorrow is my birthday. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Oh, a shout out to Laura and Paula. Pete just said, oh, do you do a Silly merch mug by any chance? I do. It's funny you should mention that. Yeah, there's mugs. There's we've got pint glasses, t-shirts, stickers, baseball caps. There's all sorts of stuff available in the merch. Yeah, so anyway, when I worked at the school I worked at just down the road, when I was teaching, one of the ladies I worked with, Laura Gammon, it's her birthday on July the 30th as well. And I've told the story about Paula before, haven't I? Paula shares my birthday. I went to school with Paula. And hello Ryan, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, Maritimer. Words out, it's your birthday, so Giants gave you the day off. They did. Isn't that good of them? Aren't they lucky? No game changers today, no. We don't do Silly P wellies. They don't have them on the site, actually. I've got to be. I've been sticking to the same camera angle, but I need to change the camera angle. Otherwise, it's going to be. I know we're having a conversation. It's me streaming. We're just doing a job that takes a while. It's just nice to have the chat going. I was going to do this all off camera. How do I join Silly P Plus? There should be a link in the description of the video for channel memberships. Unless one of my amazing people put the link up on here. I don't know. We're not going to do Crocs. That would be cool though. Get a deal with Crocs to have Mr. Silly P Crocs. That'd work. Yeah, no wellies I'm afraid. That would be quite cool. It's always trying to find something funny or punny. Have a pun on there. Oh, okay. So Gogpot just said you may need to be on a computer to do it. Not sure that YouTube Mobile has the button. So, yeah, if you're on your phone, it might be you need to switch to a computer for the link to come up or the option to come up for channel memberships. They are available should you wish to become part of the insanity and dwell in the cellar. Become a cellar dweller. Come on. Come on now. There we go. Did I ever get my shed fixed? What was wrong with my shed? Thank you, Christopher Hovis. Thanks for joining us. Kurt Ewart, thank you very much. Thank you for the wonderful videos. That's very kind of you to say. I'm glad you like them. Goggle Pop's on it. If you want to do it on phone or tablet, you have to go through the browser. Shameless plugs. Hey, I don't do enough of the YouTubery stuff. I keep getting in trouble. Thank you for always educating me. Hey, you are more than welcome. I've always said it, and I said it when I was teaching. I personally feel, that's why I show them my mistakes and everything that goes wrong, that learning with somebody is far more beneficial. Caroline Gibbs. Thank you for joining SealyP Plus and becoming a cellar dweller. It is a metaphorical cellar. There's not actually a cellar. You don't have to. But thank you for joining the madness. Awesome. I was just talking about you, Dust Bunny, not in a bad way. I was checking on my Discord and checking on my messages, and I saw a message pop up from you with a voice note. I can imagine what that is, and I will play that when I finish the stream. So thank you very much, Dust Bunny. Discord is just waffle. The Discord is just Discord. It's yeah. I go on every now and again, and I go through and I look at the comments, and it's just insanity. Most of it's just lunacy. It frightens me. But don't be frightened. Feel free to go and join it. It's good fun. Dust Bunny's in the house. Awesome. Yeah, who was I talking to the other day? We were talking about Gportal, and we've talked about Gportal a couple of times on the stream now. Because I'm a Gportal partner, and now I'm streaming more. I think I've plugged Gportal more in the last 2-3 weeks than over the last 4 months. And I did say I had to do more for them. Anyway, FS Club, have a good birthday, buddy. Got to get this video edited. Got to go to listen to my own voice for about an hour or two. Try and catch the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Take care, FS Club. Look after yourself. Thanks for joining us. I really do appreciate it. As I really appreciate everyone joining us. It's cool that people are here. We're getting a fair bit off this, aren't we? There's going to be all the compacting and stuff to do on this later. Whoa, 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 whoa. Make your mind up which way you're going to turn. Let's go. Hank, hello. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the birthday wishes. It's very kind of you. It's only supposed to be 21-22 degrees here today, which is good because it originally said in the forecast that Wednesday, Thursday was going to be 27, and I thought I can't stream in 27 degree heat because it'd be even warmer out here, but it seems to be getting warmer and warmer. I don't know if the temperatures are rising, barometers getting low and all that. Called into all sources. The street's the place to go. Anyway. Thank you, Caroline. It's very kind of you. Mr. Dex got a dash. Thank you very much for joining us. Take care. Anyone that's joined us recently, thank you for joining us. If you're just leaving, thank you. Oh, the heat. Well, yeah, the fact that the man cave holds the heat, the PlayStation and the PC running. I've got fans and everything to keep everything nice and cool, but it's still it warms up. It's hot in Oklahoma, I bet it is. What are we looking at? 40 degrees Celsius. What in the world, Barris? 22 degrees in air. Billy Miller, thank you very much. Over in the Cotswolds. It was quite muggy here this morning. Take care, Gogglepop. Thank you so much. Thank you. Honestly, you're a legend. You were very generous, very kind. Thank you for your support as always. Thank you for putting all the various different links and things that needed to be where they need to be. Can't get up there. I've missed a bit, but that's all right. Thank you so much, mate. Take care. Hello, Jonathan. Thanks for joining us. It's going well. Thank you very much. Boom, 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 boom. Where do we leave it at that end? 20 in Manchester. It's not. It did rain here this morning. That's probably why it feels a little bit muggier now, because it did rain a few times on and off, and so as the heat's coming back up again, it's got a bit muggy. 25 in Reading. Not too far away. Maybe the temperature will come up a little bit more. Who knows? It hit 50 degrees C in Las Vegas yesterday. Wow. I know when we were in Vegas years and years and years ago, and we like I say, the temperature in the UK has risen steadily over the last few years. Like I say, when I was a kid, if it got up into the 30s, if it got to 30 degrees, that was just bonkers. I always remember as a kid, you know, now it's not unusual to go above 30, you know, which is quite scary. When we went to Vegas, it was 36, I think it was, the day we arrived, and we were walking up the strip, but it was a really, I suppose being desert, it was a really dry heat. It didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like 36 degrees, which is crazy. Krogan Warlord likes it's cloudy and a bit of rain. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes, very kind of you. Kurt Ewart, I've watched your Western World Series and FS22 multiple times, thank you. That still to date is my best achieving Let's Play of every single Let's Play I've ever done. For views, it was off the charts. I suppose because FS22 it had productions and stuff which was new to the game. Which obviously 25 it's not, and all the modders were bringing out all these different productions and new stuff that we'd never had before, and it was that thing of, for so many years on console we've been saying, wouldn't it be cool to have this, wouldn't it be cool to have that, wouldn't it be cool, and we were getting those things, so I was trying to incorporate them into that Let's Play as things were coming out, so I think that's probably why that one did so well, probably. Shane Muncie, thank you very much. Summer of 76. Oh, I remember when my mum and dad talking about that. Wasn't it like 3 months or something? The temperature was above 30 degrees. It was insane, wasn't it? I know my dad said. So I was 3 years old then. We'd just moved. So yeah, from my parents used to live in Luton up the road, and we moved from Luton to where we live now. Not where I live now, but the town we live now. And I remember my dad saying they brought their mattresses from the bedroom out into the garden. And slept in the garden because it was just stupidly hot. I did a load on the map. I absolutely did tons and tons on that map. Yeah, I did. Caroline was born in 76. My brother was 75. Water fights in the summer of 76. Best summer ever. Awesome. Adam Frost, weird I ended up skipping 22, went from 19 to 25. Still play both, very cool. Remember the grass being brown in 76. Yeah, I mean, it tends to get like that somewhere, wherever you are. Everything seems to be very green where I am at the moment, but then we have had a lot of rain recently. And to be fair, the temperatures seem to go up and up and up, leading up to going to FarmCon. When we got back from FarmCon, it was weird, because we did FarmCon, then we went to Poland. Talking about birthday cakes, or some of the Polish cakes and pastries we had. Wow, amazing. Anyway, getting sidetracked again. And when we left Poland to come home, it was 22 degrees. We flew back into 31 degree heat. Flying back to the UK, and the UK being hotter than where you'd been away on holiday is insane. I don't think I ever remember that happening. Normally you fly back to the UK and it's dreary and miserable and raining. So getting off the plane and walking, it's like walking into a sauna. It was crazy. Christopher Hovis, how very dare you. You were born in 84. Wow. It was like I said when I used to teach at the school, and you would look at the kids' birth years, it was terrifying. Honestly, it was really, really scary. Dean Newman, take care. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. We have a smoke advisory in South Manitoba, 120 fires here, and the temperature is at 22. When you guys did the farm call, I watched it. Awesome stuff. Cool. Barris, print livestream, mate. I have to leave now. I wish you an amazing birthday again. Take care, enjoy. Barris, all I can say is, let's just... Thank you, Barris. You, sir, are an absolute legend, and thank you so much for today. Your generosity, staggering. Absolutely staggering. Thank you. Take care, give my best to your family, my friend. Keep an eye on that clamp. Oh, we're full again. I'm so busy watching the chat and keeping up what's going on. We're over halfway, maybe heading towards 2/3. We'll jump out and check and see how much that clamp's got in it. And then, I don't know whether to corn harvest the rest. I might actually harvest it rather than... And I can go and grab the harvester. We are going to need a corn header though. Oh, I didn't even notice my money jumping up because we sold all that. You know, I switched over the grapes that were all sat there to selling. Oh yeah, we've got a bit more space in here. What are we up to at the moment? We've got another 45 to go in. Have I not got my... Oh, I get to use one of my phrases. Have we not got the doodaddery set to on? Oh, it's not that I need to be on, is it? It's that. What are we on? Oh, 450,000 litres. So maybe I did put this size down over there as well, because that one had 700 and something thousand litres in it. So 450, we're about to... Yeah, it's going to be about the same, isn't it? I think. Casey Medic, thanks for joining us. Thank you very much. What's the hottest it gets there? 101 degrees today in Texas. That's in freedom height though, isn't it? Not centigrade. If it was 101 degrees centigrade, things would be melting. Farmers Creed, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. JP Boland. Sunderland Park and Lucy Farm. Wow, cool. Where are we? Where did I get to? Yeah, so here, it depends. I think, I'm trying to think of the hottest I think 30, was it last year? I think we hit 36 degrees centigrade I think we hit last year here. Might have been even a little bit higher. I don't know what the highest recorded was, but I think it was about 36. The rule of thumb is double it and add 30 to take it from centigrade to freedom height. So what's that? 36, that's 60, 72, and so it'd be 102, 105, something like that. UK had a couple of 40 degree days a couple of years back. Yeah, so I'd say up around there. So over 100, 105, 110 potentially, I guess. We maybe had it. I don't remember, but we probably have. Mum just said we might get rain here tomorrow. Yeah, I think we might get some rain. I don't know. It seems to be bouncing around all over the place. Like today seems to be warming up a little bit again, and then the temperature seems to drop back down. We seem to be around the 22, 23 degree mark here at the moment. I'll do a little bit more on here. Are Crocs tested for high temperatures? Well, I've got Batmobile Crocs, so you know they're even better. If it gets that hot, they'll probably just melt to my feet. I don't think that'd be great. Thank you, Jake. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Take care, Caroline. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for becoming a member. You're an absolute star. Look after yourself. Christopher Hovis. Well, you can do it in a number of ways. You could do, you could gift channel memberships. That way, I would get to benefit, and then some of the other people in the chat would get a membership. If you want to do that, if you want to donate. There should be a PayPal link. If you're on a PC, there should be a PayPal link, and there's probably a PayPal link in the description of the video. There are super chats you could do. If it depends how you look at it. Super chats. I know it sounds very mercenary. Super chats and channel memberships and stuff, YouTube take a percentage of, which is absolutely fine. That's all part and parcel. PayPal donations, PayPal take a little bit, but a tiny amount compared to what YouTube take. So it all depends. There are various different, there are various different options available if you'd like to donate. And again, it's very kind of you if you're thinking of it. You don't have to, but yeah, that would be awesome if you did, but you don't have to. What control setup do you have? How do you mean? Do you mean with regard to, am I playing steering wheel and pedals or controller? I'm currently playing controller. In my hand there, PlayStation controller. I do have my farm stick down to my right here. The Thrustmaster farm stick is just down here. I don't normally wheel and pedals when I'm streaming or when I'm recording. If I'm just playing just me, I sometimes do because I like the immersion of it, but I find it much easier to do what I'm doing on a controller because I've played with the controller in my hand for donkey's years. So yeah. What was the temperature? What does that say? Highest recorded temperature 40.3 degrees, 104.5 Fahrenheit, July 19th, 2022 in Lincolnshire. Thank you very much, Hydra. In with the facts. Michael Brewer. Just want to wish you a happy birthday and hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much. RC White. Thank you very much. Do you need a wheel with the farm stick? You don't. You can't do everything with the farm stick. There are some, it does suggest that you use a wheel and the farm stick, obviously their wheel, to get full compatibility. I find a combination of the two. I like using the farm stick. There's certain button configurations on it that allow you to go in and out of menus without going through the main menu. But I still default back to my controller because it's muscle memory. And also crane operations, telehandler operations, anything using the joystick are just, it's absolutely perfect for that. Cruise control option on it is absolutely great. You've got a button for starting and stopping, so turning the ignition on and off. Let me just pull to one side for a minute. So if I hold my controller up like that, I want to go that way. That's the controller in my hand, but there's a button here. If I press it now, just turn the ignition off on the Thrustmaster farm stick. Turn it back on again. That menu there, I can. Is it that button? No, that does that one. Let's come back out of there. That one like that. If I press that button, top left, I can open and close that menu, my help menu, without going in through the other menus. There's so much other stuff. All my lights and stuff. There's all the cool bells and whistles and bits and bobs. So I use it a little bit like this, the side panel used to be. So you don't have to. You can just run the farm stick. But with the wheel and pedals, it just adds that immersion. Let's zoom back out again because that thing was way too loud, wasn't it? Let me just stop for 1 second. Neil B. Oh, member of 10 months. Thank you, Neil B. Thanks for joining us. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a wonderful time with everyone here. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, Neil. Just bear with me for 1 second. Oh dear me. There we go. Oh dear. Right. Let's crack right along. Can you steer the vehicle with a farm stick? You can't steer the vehicle with a farm stick. That's what you need the wheel and pedals for. Dino Sleepy Miller, thank you very much. Thank you for your generosity. Love your work. Thank you. I love that you did that. That's very kind of you. Cheers. We'll put that towards birthday cake and stuff. Christopher Hovis, I hope you have a good birthday. I might watch this later on. Take care, Christopher, if you are off. No, you can't steer with it, but you can do all sorts of stuff. It's like with crane heads and stuff. When you're doing stuff with for forestry or telehandler, twisting. You can twist the stick. You can open and close. You've got buttons to add extra button configurations. You've got a tortoise and hare button on it. Like, okay, so now, again, there's my joystick. No wheel and pedals. Let me just turn that way. But look at the tractor. I'm pushing forward from my tortoise to my hare, so I can do my cruise control. Try and bring that right back and stop it. can't go backwards on that, but what I could do, I can move it up a little bit, and without doing the cruise control on the stick, I can set the cruise control almost exactly. Let's see if I can just edge it forward a little bit. So again, that's not using that. I've just set that using the tortoise and hair dial on the farm stick. It honestly, it's brilliant. Let me get out of the way. Let me get out of the way. It is very, very cool. I like it. Not hugely expensive either. I mean, it depends. Again, like I say, I'm not telling people, when people get angry at me when I say things like that, it's alright for you, you're a YouTuber. On the scale of things, it's not that expensive. I think was it £99, £100, something like that, which is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money. It is. And I wouldn't say to anybody, you know, if money's tight and you know, don't spend £100 on a farm stick. You know, that would be insane. But if you think about it, and I think I said this at the time, when I bought my side panel 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was on PS4, so PS5 wasn't even out at that point. It was 120 quid, the side panel. So the fact the farm stick's only £100, 5 years on, the build quality's phenomenal. It's a brilliant bit of kit. I love it. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's, you know, it's all well and good if people say, oh, I've got a spare £100 knocking around. Having a spare £100 knocking around isn't, you know, not everyone has a spare 100 quid. I totally get that. You know, it's a hard one when content creators are saying things and showcasing stuff, and it depends on what scale. I mean, I do exactly the same thing. There are certain content creators I watch that will be showcasing stuff they've been sent, and you know, you should really consider getting this, and it's like £1,000 or £2,000, or, you know, it's like, okay, right, might need to save up for that kind of thing. You know, it's a difficult one. What do you do? Anyway, so the farm stick bundle had sold out. Okay, you bought the wheel and bracket separately. It does make a big difference. It is very, very cool. I've got to work out what I'm going to do about a racing rig, because I haven't got enough room in the man cave, and I can't then extend the man cave back into the house again and put myself a racing rig up. Because when Project Motor Racing comes out, oh no, you idiot! I want to absolutely have a go on that. I loved playing that. It was really cool. I honestly, I've never been a computer guy. I've never been a PC guy. A PC for me is a functional item that I use for. Don't look behind the trees. It's all good. That I use to do what I do. I don't tend to play on it. I honestly, hats off to anyone that does mouse and keyboard. I mean, it's no different to me on PlayStation. It becomes muscle memory. You know, you become faster, and when people send me messages saying, how do I do this? And it might be like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm indoors, I've had my dinner, I'm watching a bit of telly. Without the controller in my hand, I can't remember the buttons. I pick up the controller and my brain goes, oh yeah, it's blah blah blah. It's mad, but that's muscle memory for you. Yeah, the heavy equipment side panel still works. If you play FS22 on PlayStation 5, the side panel still works. But you can't play FS25 on PlayStation 5. It doesn't work. You can still use it on the PS4, it works. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's a weird thing, isn't it? They didn't drop support for it. It was never supposed to be supported. The fact that it worked on console was just it was a mistake. It was a glitch in the matrix. It was never meant to work. It was never set up to. It was a PC item that whatever port it was on Sony's system that allowed it to work, it just worked. And then apparently Sony blocked it. I don't know why Sony would care, but apparently Sony blocked it. I don't know if that's true or not. Will PlayStation 6 will be PlayStation 6 before you know it? It will be, yeah. It's quite scary, really, and I've got to start saving for that now. 2027 for PS6 potentially. The Microsoft Xbox thing that's going to be hybrid. Is that 26 that's coming out? Or is that 27 as well? I know that the Xbox one, the price is supposed to be console-ish price, but it's going to be a console PC crossover sort of thing. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice it's right there, I'm so sorry. What time is it? Oh, crikey. We're rapidly heading towards 4 PM. That'll be 3 hours. What's the thumb stick like? Do you use it a lot? I use it all the time. It is plugged in constantly. I use it for all sorts of stuff. Let me just show you something. I'm going to tab again because I spilt a little bit out the side, so now's probably a good time. Let's tab. How are we looking here? Let me just check something. How much have I put in? Probably a good time to come out and check on some other bits and bobs. Digest date. Only 3,000 litres. Okay, not so bad. Do that. Let me just double check a couple of bits here. What have we got come out of this one now? Let's just double check. So we got, oh, goat milk bottled. We've got some more raisins. Did I turn this off? No, grape juice is still on. Or it's just a little bit slower. Got plenty of grapes in there. What was I going to jump to? I was jumping to the telehandler. That's still there. That's there. That's there. Come on, where are we? Come on, you. There we go. If Smock Farmer's still watching, I'm sorry. They're not going to release a new console before GTA 6. They'll want it on the current gen. Potentially, yeah. I would. Yeah, there's also, yeah, that could be a thing. Oggy, hello. Is the fishing expansion in the Year 1 bundle? Yes, it is. If you've got the Year 1 season pass, you will get it. So at the moment, I'm driving with my controller. So steering and driving with my controller. Because like I say, I haven't got my wheel and pedals plugged in for when I'm live streaming. But this hand here, it's difficult, but I'm going down to the farm stick. So up and down on the farm stick. Side to side on the farm stick tilts that way. So I can still do my driving and whatever. Now obviously I can't do it all at the same time, which if I was doing wheel and pedals I could, potentially. But what's cool with this as well, on this particular model, if I turn to the side there, and this is why I don't like doing it, because for doing camera angles I need to have multiple things. If I twist the joystick, depends on what you've got it on, I can open and close that door, which is pretty cool. So you've got lots of stuff like that. If we go internally, and you look down, and I showed this on the last stream, so up and down on my joystick, the realism of what it's doing while you're doing it is very cool. There's also a button I can press, so when I press the button, I can then go forward and backward on here as well. And these are all buttons on the top of the joystick underneath. I can move my camera around on this as well, but the joystick is quite small. You can use it; it is working. So again, this is not on this. This is not on here. I'm doing that on the little joystick on the farm stick, and you can zoom in and out depending on which option you're on. So you've got a work mode and a vehicle mode. No, back to there. Let's bring that back in. Tilt that back that way. Put that back down like that. Yeah. So and then I've got options for. No, not that. There's my beacons, again not using the controller. Beacons on and off, we've got lights. Cycle through our light option. So there's buttons for, you know, all sorts of stuff, and it works really well. So I went to grab this to pick up the spill and then just realised there's not an option for hazard lights. No, not that I've found. And even with the wheel and pedal setup, I couldn't find an option for hazard lights. Now apparently, I don't understand why. That makes no sense to me. There is a tab button on there as well. There's in and out of map option. I can do pressing a button here. I can go. That one's not working. That one goes into there, so we can scroll up and down our options on that one, which I can press that again and come back out again. Again, not going into the main menus and stuff, so you can bounce around and do stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, no hazard light option. I went to go and grab this, like I said, but I didn't pick the bucket up. I've left the bucket somewhere. I'll do that later on. I just wanted to show that while we were here and we were talking about it. Anyway, heard something about Xbox being on smart TVs, but thought that was as well as... I honestly don't know. Oh, yes. It's just because I've got the old, you know, the pickup anyway. Right, I'll tab back again. Let's go back to here. I'll get a little bit more done and then I'll stop. There we go. Come on. Cruise control. There we go. Let's spin around. FS Landscaping's in the house. It's the birthday boy. Did they give you bumps? Are you joking? Not without a telehandler. That's not happening. Too old and too big for the bumps. Although, in good news, back on my keto again, I've lost nearly a stone already. Back on keto since we got back from FarmCon and stuff. I'm over the moon. It's going really well. So let's use my cruise control thing. No, drop it back a bit. That was too much. Just a little bit. Just a little tap. There we go. Back it off a little bit. It's finding the sweet spot. That doesn't seem too bad. Might still be a little too fast. Yeah, so I'm just using the tortoise and hare dial. It's very cool. Yeah, I've done a stone. I've got a load. I mean, I need to lose way more. My target by llama is to have lost about 6 stone, if not 7. That's the plan. So if you're going to be attending llama, I said this in the last stream, I want it to be that people go, whoa, you know. I'd like that wow moment. For me as well as anything else, you know. Because I lost all that weight before doing keto, and then it gradually over the last couple of years it's gone back on again. And I need to sort it out. So, how's my back today? My back's not bad actually. Even the sciatica again, touch wood, isn't too bad. So yeah, it's good. Hello AD. Thanks for joining us. I honestly, our tuning gaming. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's all good. And the more weight that comes off as well, the better I'm hoping my back's going to be and stuff like that. Like I said, my dad always had a bad back. My brother has a bad back, and they're both fit as a butcher's dog. But I have to, you know, I have to accept the fact and be honest with myself that yes, whilst it does run in my family, being overweight is not helping that at all. So I need to sort stuff out, you know. And the problem is because I spend a stone is £14. 2.2 pounds in a kilo, so about, what's that, 6 kilos? Not quite 7. It's a fair amount. It's weird, isn't it? It's that thing of when I lost all that weight before, when you start looking at it in terms of something that's tangible that you can understand, like we used to go down to the local supermarket and they would have all the bags of sugar on a big pallet, and you would kind of work out how many bags of sugar that worked out to be. It's terrifying when you start doing that. You start thinking, I can't believe I was carrying that amount of weight around. You know, it's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, it's about time you need a birthday wobble pop. You're probably right. I probably do. What time is it? 3:45? Yeah, probably. I should probably go in. Grab myself a birthday wobble pop. Why not? Have one of those Hawkstone lagers that Farm Dog bought me and wrapped up. It's an ongoing joke we have in our house, that for birthdays, Christmas, stuff like that, Farm Dog buys presents. But I don't understand. I've never understood. Farm Dog's brilliant. He buys me presents, he wraps them, gets me cards, he writes in them. I don't know how he does it. It's incredible. It's not so good with MrSealyp. He doesn't seem to get as much stuff for MrSealyp as, you know, you'd think he would be better at it, but I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, will it be a craft wobble pop? Now, I've got some Hawkstone. I have got, did you know what I said all that time ago about the Jennings Brewery reopening? And we went up and we visited the guys, and we had a little bit of a tour around. I wasn't allowed to film anything then. We're going to go back up. They opened their tap room again on the 4th of July. We were away at FarmCon. We were invited to the opening, and we were at FarmCon. That beer, my favouriteest beer in the world, Snecklifter, They're brewing it again, and there's a supermarket in Keswick in the Lake District called Booths, and Booths are stocking a lot of the Jennings bottled beers. They sent me a picture the other day from the Jennings brewery. Sneklifter is back. I need to get some. Their beers are phenomenal. I've got a couple of beers down in here, but no, I think I probably need something a little bit lighter. Your wife loves Farmville shit. He's all right. Once he gets over the initial, like I said, it's that thing of when you come in, he will bark and bark and bark because he's protecting the household. If you give him a treat, it's that thing of being very. You don't go towards him, no hands, open hands, very kind of so he knows you're cool. If you hold your hand out with a treat and you give him a treat, you're his friend for life. That's it. You're absolutely fine. What's that falling from the sky? That's just bits, pollen particulates. You get it on most maps. It's too loud. Yeah, I say on most maps. Yeah, it just seems to be in the air. Things falling. Anyway, don't. It's always Neil. It's always Neil that instigates it. Tries to get me angry about the artisan thing. You're not gonna get a rise out of me. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, Grumper Games. Hello, MrSealyp, please, and chat from Texas. Hello, thanks for joining us from Texas. Hydra Japan hit new records with internet. 1.02 petapixels per second. You can download all of Netflix in one set. That's insane. AD just got back from the local agricultural show. Cool. That's pretty awesome. What we got? Yeah, probably 2/3 of it. Maybe not quite 3/4. We're getting there. It's not bees. It's not bees or even their knees. Yeah, it's just stuff. You sometimes see it drift past the camera. I mean, I did wonder if it was just light snow, but we're showing bright sunshine. I know we're in February, but it shouldn't be. Sometimes the snow starts off like that and then gets a little bit heavier, but I don't know, it just seems a bit weird. I know on Riverbend Springs it was there a lot in the air, because people kept saying when the game came out, what is this stuff that's just floating around everywhere? Just floaters. Get away from the harvester, it's too loud. Offends my ears. Let's knock that back to... What are we supposed to be on? 6? Go to 5 and that one. Let's try that. Then put the cruise control on. Yep, going too fast. Knock that back to 5. Still too fast. Knock that back to 4. Well, that harvester's going really slow. Now, these thick pollen. Help me out here, chat. Who was it? Somebody messaged me recently and said, let me knock that back one more. Let the harvester catch up a bit. That you can go from, if you set your cruise control like I've just done, you can go from that to full speed on the cruise control, but I can't remember how you do it. Dandelion seeds, yeah, maybe something like that. On Lady Hill there's a bright blue sky when it's raining, not quite sure what is going on with it. It's weird. It does happen sometimes. I'll often get the thing come up saying it's raining, or it's cloudy and it's bright sunshine, or it's showing bright sunshine and it's really cloudy with the clouds whizzing past. It seems a bit odd, it just can't seem to make its mind up. Anyway. Yeah, it could be dandelion seeds. Like I say, it was definitely on Riverbend. I remember it on Riverbend. I'm not sure about who 10 of the Panties. 306 likes. Keep smashing that like button, people. Awesome. Hold the cruise button for the second action. So do that and... why is that working? So it's L1R1. Oh, there you go. Well, I'll be. I've never used that before. Anyway, yeah, just curious. I know someone messaged me about it and said, why don't you do it? So I've never done it. No! I pressed the wrong button. Pressed the wrong button. Oops. No, I'm definitely going to need to clean it up. Oh, hang on. I can just do that by the side of my silo. I just remembered I've got a forage wagon, haven't I? There's me panicking. Oops. The beauty of the long distance forage wagon. What time are we? Oh, it's nearly 4 o'clock. I will have to stop. I'll have been going for 3 hours then. No, I won't. Yes, 1 o'clock we started, not 2, yeah. 3 hours. Good grief. That was lucky. In the field and get out of its way because it turns straight away. Whoosh. And now it goes the other way this time. Will you make your mind up? Jamsy, off to work now, 12 AM. Have a fantastic rest of your birthday. Enjoy your wobble pops. Thank you very much. Portable vacuum cleaner, absolutely. You make the mistakes so we don't have to. Exactly. Exactly. Proving that what you see on stream and videos is all natural. Absolutely, I don't hide the errors. Learn along with me. I never like teaching. That was the other story I was talking about, wasn't it? I don't like preachy teaching. I don't like teachers that stand up in front of a room or a class or a group of people just to prove how smart they are. Just to say, people, look at me, aren't I awesome? I'm in charge, I know more than you do. I hate that. I don't learn well in an environment like that. I prefer that learning along with somebody, you know, like you're both experiencing it together. Yes, of course, you know, people say, well, that's disingenuous. No, it's not, because we will all make mistakes. The best of instructors in the world will make mistakes. What's the point in hiding them? It just proves to anyone that's learning that, yeah, that's part of the learning process. Making mistakes is how we learn. Anyway, Mr. Kingclads. Perfect. Sign off from work now. Can you do the same tomorrow from 7 AM to 4 PM? Not sure about that. Yeah, the harvest, it does seem slow, doesn't it? Let's double check something. It's loud, sorry. Am I back in the tractor again? Of course I am. I don't know why. It needs fuel, no repair. Maybe it just only runs at that. Let me just let me double check something. Double. 15 miles an hour. 24 miles an hour. That's on the road. So it'll be the headers that control the speed. Or maybe the header. 6 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour. Don't know. That is odd. Kind of peculiar. We're nearly as full as I'm going to get at anyway. The Loam Arranger, like it. Happy birthday, MrSealyp. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. To be honest with you, Peter, I'm probably not going to do any more roadcraft stuff. I removed the roadcraft video I posted yesterday. It got next to no views and the like to dislike ratio was awful. That was just me playing. It wasn't, you know, people just want... And this is the problem I think a lot with YouTube generally is YouTube is pushing the whole sensational, whiz-bang, wow, cool, I spent £60 million and gave it all away. You know, all that nonsense, you know. I bought a supermarket and gave all its contents away. Great, if you can afford a supermarket, you know. Whatever it might be, they're applauding that lunacy and insanity. Your normal, average, everyday, look, this is me playing the game. YouTube doesn't like it, doesn't push it, doesn't help algorithms to you know, for people to see it. And people don't seem to want to watch it anymore either. That kind of, unless it's a live stream like this. If I'd have just done a video of me doing a silage harvest, it would have absolutely bombed. Because people aren't bothered. They don't want to watch it. So, yeah, it just didn't do very well at all. And I thought, you know, and I'm back on that thing. People have been saying that you should do a second channel. And you can put that content on a second channel. The problem is it's because what you're doing is farm sim and it's not farm sim, and that's why people don't want to watch it. That may be a big part of it. It might well be. But it just, you know, it was just me doing some stuff. I was exploring, driving around. I wasn't building roads. I wasn't cutting down trees. I wasn't doing any of the cool stuff. I suppose it was more SnowRunner Expeditions-esque, and I just don't think people liked it. So, I don't know. Maybe I will. Will you stream record Project Motor Racing? I absolutely will. Thank you, Paul. Eric, good morning from Utah. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I don't know. I might do some more if I've got something interesting to do, interesting to show. The feedback wasn't great, and I don't know. I just, yeah. So, like I say, if I find something awesome or amazing, it was because I knew, like I'm doing this, I had a load of side missions and main missions where I had to go and find stuff. I had to look for blueprints, I had to find some maps, I had to look for tunnel entrances, I had to go to certain locations. It was more exploring than building anything or making anything or doing roads. So I thought, well, I might as well just make a video. If I'm doing it anyway, I might as well make a video, but no. The racing, thank you, Knud, is that his name? Knud Jensen? Yeah, we were talking about this at FarmCon, and I said when they first announced Project Motor Racing, we should have a Farm Sim Racing League. I genuinely reckon we should have a Farm Sim Racing League, because a lot of the guys that were at FarmCon I know all have racing rigs. I don't have a rig, but I've got my wheel and pedals I can put in here on the desk, which isn't ideal, but at the end of the day, you can play the racing game with a controller. It doesn't have to be a wheel and pedals. I reckon we should have a racing league. I think that'd be awesome. Spring chicken, I wish, yeah. JMan36, good morning. Thank you very much for your birthday wishes from Mississippi. Awesome. FS 2025 shall be on Game Pass on the 1st of August. Oh, cool. Boggy Fields just doesn't yield well. It's yielding all right. I've got a load off of it. As far as chaff and silage will end up going, but I mean we'll end up with knocking on 700,000 litres, I reckon, if not more. If I fill up the tank before I finish that, which we wouldn't have got that much in corn off it, not even close. Come on, swing around, swing around. Oh blimey! It's nearly 4 o'clock. Come on. I need to start getting ready for my birthday. I need to get myself spruced up, dolled up, put on a bit of aftershave and whatnot. Do you ever go into the menu or map and have no controls, then need to close and open it again? I've never had that happen. Not once. Thank you, Eric. I need to do my hair. Absolutely need to do my hair. Look at it. Look at the state of it. My hair's got all shiny. Thank you, Cody. It's the anniversary of my birth. MrSealyp Racing. That would be quite a cool one. Yeah. If I can get enough sponsors, we can do proper racing. Once I've lost all my weight and I'm thin and I can fit into a race suit. Would be cool, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I say, you know, it will be separate to Farm Sim, and potentially that might be the perfect opportunity to do a second channel and have racing on that. And I know a lot of the guys I spoke to said it sounded like a great idea, having a racing league. I think would be brilliant. You know, maybe do one a week or whatever. Sorry, Gavin, I haven't. No. Splash of Brute. They've changed Brute. Brute's not the same. My dad used to have Brute. I remember as a kid, when you had like school discos, you'd go and like, can I have a bit of Brute? My dad would give us a bit of Brute on your cheeks, like on your neck. It's like cool. And it had such a strong smell. And then probably 2 Christmases ago, we were going to my brother's for Christmas, and I found Brute online. I thought I'm going to buy us both a bottle of Brute for Christmas, just as a kind of standing joke type thing. And when I bought it, I thought, and I tried a bit, it did not smell anything like I remember. Maybe that's just my memory being different. I don't know. Old Spice, that's another old classic. Expeditions wasn't everyone's cup of tea. I didn't mind it. I enjoyed it. I liked the drone stuff, and I liked all. There were some really cool features on it, but it did lack a lot of the SnowRunner stuff. And then you move on to Roadcraft, and Roadcraft has got a ton of stuff that neither of them had. Sort of construction simulator mixed in with expeditions and SnowRunner, and you know, there's a bit of everything. It's very cool, but there's a lot of stuff from SnowRunner and expeditions that Roadcraft is missing. So yeah, it's a difficult one. There's no, your fuel doesn't run out. I miss the drones. I think the drones are very handy. I don't know, there's all sorts of stuff. Just not the same as back in the day when we were lads, when brute were brute, you know, back in the day, proper brutes. Anyway, don't know where that came from, but anyway, it's almost Bolton that one, a bit Bolton-esque there. Nerdin Punk, happy birthday from Alberta, Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. Insignia, wow. I had Drakkar Noir. That was one of my favourites. Little black bottle, and I loved that. Oh, Drakkar, little splash of Drakkar Noir. MrSealyp liked that one. My son, little so-and-so, when he moved out, took my bottle of Drakkar Noir. I was looking for it. I mean, I've had it a long, long time. Couldn't find it. And when I asked around in the family chat, my son was like, "Oh yeah." It's like, all right. And they do that. I thought it was mine. Righto, son. When would you have had Drakkar Noir? Have a, you know. Oh, dear. What map and field size? I have to be careful now because I don't know if people are winding me up or whether they're being genuine. We're on my Sunshine Forest Let's Play. And the field there, they were the peat fields. I raised up the peat fields. I've got some left as peat, but yeah, I did some of it. Anyway, I probably need to stop now. What time is it? It is 4:04, and we are up to 675,000 litres. Another 45 in there, I reckon. There, probably up the top. Because I missed some spaces there. We're going to be over 700,000 litres. I think the other one was it 719. I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, I think one more load and I'll be there. But I think as far as this stream goes, I probably do need to end. You know what I haven't done, which I probably should have done at some point. Save the game, people. Save the. I have an hour left at work. I can't keep going. And you remember what I said before? All that time ago? Am I the only person that saves twice? I always save twice before coming out of the game. Just in case the first save didn't work. I don't know. I'm not all up there, I don't think. So, we can put that back on. But to be fair, let's turn around so you can see me. Probably make more sense if I actually put it back on my face. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had fun in the chat. Thank you to everyone that's joined us. Thank you to everyone who's been part of today, whether you've just liked it, whether you've just watched it, whether you've become a channel member, whether you're already a channel member, whether you've donated, whether you've super chatted, whether you've gifted memberships. The membership gifting, insane, absolutely incredible. Thank you so much to everybody for joining me. And thank you for all the birthday wishes. That's been amazing as well. I've had an absolutely fantastic time. I really, really have enjoyed this. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is go from there to that. Click on that. And what do I need to do now? I can't remember. Oh yeah. I need to end the stream. That's right. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.